Is the show on?
Sorry, guys. We were just talking about Eric's pickle. Things that carry.
Thank you, Blackberry Thistle Tea, for reminding me that I did not push the broadcast button. Holy cow.
I forgot we got to actually switch the chat too. So
Yeah.
did you
Hi, Michelle.
send it to Tiffany as well?
That's funny. Like, do.
That was pretty funny, so.
I know. The fuck I'm doing?
Did you resend the link to Tiffany?
No, I didn't. I guess you might want that, huh?
Well, I did tell her it was going to be in Thrifting Bitches, so it is over there, right?
Yeah. Well, not the panel link though.
Oh.
I have to send that to her on Facebook Messenger.
Hi, guys.
Nikki.
Hi.
Nikki, what's
What you doing?
Not me. I was laying down.
How many listings did you get done, Nikki?
None.
Leave her alone, Tara.
Come on, Nikki.
You know she said that to be facetious.
None today. So.
I don't know what y'all were doing. I was outside, so I didn't see a lot of it.
I bought one of those things that go on top of a cop car, but actually it's for the
Oh yeah, I saw your light bars this morning. When I was eating lunch, I watched y'all.
Cool.
Yeah, I got like 4 different light bars, so it's pretty cool.
You're in here, Tiffany, but I sent you the link on Facebook Messenger. So if you want to come on, it's all over there.
And if you don't, I don't blame you, since they ganked the show out from under you.
She probably gets on and they end the show.
Who was that?
Tiffany.
Oh, is she on?
She was.
For a minute. Until we switched.
Nice.
MC821. Oh,
I kind of replied, but
okay.
Yeah, it's, you know, the storage unit stuff, all the non-tool stuff is kind of secondary for me. So I list it when I get free time in between the regular business. So, you know, might be a few months before I even get to that. I'm still, in fact, I think tomorrow will be the last day I'll finally be sorted through it. It actually ended up being a lot better than it was live. I ended up finding a big box of Snap-on wrenches and other tools worth like about $1,000. And then some other stuff that equaled a lot more money too. Ended up like the car amps and stuff were actually really good. So
yeah.
So it's better. It definitely got better. And especially and my truck is like full right now. Completely full. I was at a sale today and bought like enough stuff to keep me preoccupied for about a month. So it'll be a while before I get to that.
How did she climb up the bed? She just clambered it like she just clambered up.
I know she's got sharp claws. She's like a cat.
So how'd you get in and out of bed? Just like
She's looking for that pot pie.
she never get it.
Just go do your own thing.
I ain't never been there.
Too little. Go sit down.
There's no crying.
Go. Whoa.
If you want him to go all the way over, just step on his foot and then or you still step on his foot.
The kid or the dog?
Oh, the kid.
Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
Oh, okay.
Can hear you.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be over.
Are you listing your clothes today, Tiffany?
Well, you know, that damn mannequin and all. I had to take a few shots, you know? Not to fight me. So I'm going to probably start in a few minutes.
Over me.
I posted other things today, but I didn't have anything else to post.
That's
so
good.
I may start with those.
Cody. Cut it out.
Like I said yesterday, though, I mostly have winter clothes. And I know a lot of people, you know, like in Australia and stuff, that's what they buy.
You know what? It's everything is selling right now. Like even winter clothes, summer clothes. I mean, it's all selling right now.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
You know those baskets?
Get it.
Just sold
Okay.
water.
Did you really?
Nah,
No. It'd be funny if it was.
Scuba diving valve.
You know those baskets I was telling you about that I could get between $1 to $10? Right after Valentine's Day, I got like all these things of cards for, you know, kids that go to school and stuff and they
Mm-hmm.
with special friends or whatever. I got them for $1 for probably, well, I bought 3 baskets of them. And I probably got
Wow.
like at least 500 of them. And I'll lot them up when it comes before Valentine's, obviously. So that's how I think. I'm like, I can't do it all year long. I got to do it right when the season is about to start, or
Yeah.
even though I have that
Well,
global.
you can do them all year long, and you know, just people looking for it. So
Tiffany Valentine's cards. Who else has them but Tiffany online?
So do you think that it's
Yeah, you can't think of seasonality like that. You just put them up and let them sit there.
and people don't just buy those for Valentine's Day. They buy them for anniversaries and weddings and stuff like that too. I know a lot of people have had I know a lot of people have those like those little hearts for weddings and stuff like that.
yeah?
So, and they have to have them, you know, special order because nobody has them at different times of the year except for Valentine's Day. So, you know, if you have them, there.
I have like literally 500 boxes of those, and I bought. I think it was like three carts or buggies, like I said, whatever you call them.
Mm-hmm.
And I paid $3 for all 500. But I was gonna lot them up right before Valentine's Day, like a few months before.
I wouldn't wait.
A variety of them.
Besides, you know what happens if you wait? You forget about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
then you're now Valentine's Day 2020.
Considering
Or
I
your
have,
kids will get into them and eat like 250 boxes or open 250 boxes or, you know, something will happen.
I threw all the ones with candy
mice will
away
get into
because I
them.
didn't want that, you know, them to expire or be not good anymore. So I threw those ones away, but I still have about 500 of them. I used the flat rate large boxes, probably about 20 of them
Wow.
to store them. That's how I stored
Mm-hmm.
them. Because ironically, I
Right.
had ordered, when I first started, I had ordered boxes, medium, flat rate, large, flat rate, all these type of flat rates, and even, you know, the envelopes,
Mhm.
all those. And my mail woman was like, I don't know what you did, but here you go. And it was stacked ties to my roof. And I'm like, I didn't order those. I ordered one of these. You know, it comes in, what, 10 to 15? No,
Yeah.
glitch or something. And I literally had all these boxes. I'm like, I didn't order. And she's laughing. She's like, I don't know, but here you go. And I'm like, and so I just was like, well, I'm gonna use them as storage because I didn't order all the. I wasn't expecting to sell that many things for these type of boxes.
Right.
I would never have done that. So it was a glitch or something. And ironically, I called the mail people and I was like, can I like just bring these boxes to you because it's taking room in my own house that I don't need these. And they're like, are you this person? I'm like, no. So apparently it happened to a few different type of people.
Yeah, you can take them back to the mailbox or the mail post office, and as long as you don't dump 25 boxes on them at once, they don't have storage. So if you take a package or two to them at a week, you'll be fine.
So every week, just go back with a few.
Yeah, just go back and drop them. Take the label off that has your shipping information and just leave it in the lobby.
Because she literally brought me medium flat rate. She brought me about, I think it's a case of what, 25, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so she brought me about 450 of those total boxes.
Wow.
And then the large, she probably brought me about 125.
Yeah, I got a miss where I ordered 10 game boxes and I got 10 cases of game boxes.
Oh God, those are useless too.
And all you do is hit one, correct?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I've only used like 3 in the entire time that I've actually had them. So the 10 that I had would have been fine, but
right.
I've taken them back to the post, but then the post office doesn't really want them. So
no, because no
I
one
take
wants
one to them every now and then.
Okay, here's a reselling question.
Oh shit.
That fits the story. So what are the 3 top post office ordered shipping supplies that you use?
Oh man, I thought you were gonna say what are the 3 top shipping services? I was like, USPS, UPS, FedEx. I'm like,
DHL, DHL.
No. So mine's padded flat rate.
Mm-hmm.
Region B.
I've never used a regional box.
You need to check into that. Sometimes if you're in the same region, it's cheaper most of the time to ship box. And if it's
if you have not for you
by weight,
it's more economical because you can ship a region A box up to 20 pounds for the 2-pound rate wherever it's going.
Right.
So that could actually work out to be better for you. The B box is up to 20 pounds for the 4-pound rate.
right?
But the nice thing about it is it's the size of the box. It really comes in handy for those.
I ordered the boxes because you and Dusty had recommended to do it, but I kind of put them on the shelf and forgot about them.
You need to start looking at that option whenever you go through and you find your weight and you know how much it weighs or whatever to ship it. Well, you go in and use that little drop down box and see how much it actually is for region boxes, and it might work out better for you.
Yeah.
So what's a regional box? Oh no, you can't really tell. It's different depending on where it's going.
Yeah, it's
Dusty showed me a map on that.
It's the 2-pound rate plus 30 cents is basically what it works out to.
In other words, the shipping calculator is calculating it. It's not a flat fee box.
Correct. It's not a flat fee.
Okay.
Now,
but still,
where it would come in handy the best for you is when you go from that 2-pound to small flat or not small medium flat rate. There's a shift in there. Medium flat rate's what, 11 something, $12, something like that.
$13.70, I think.
$13.70. So if you shipped a 5-pound item in a regional A, to California, it would only go as a 2-pound rate. That would still only cost you about $12. Yeah, but
Yeah,
you can
it's
save a little
actually
bit of money here and there.
Yeah,
If
but
it's closer
that's
to
like saving
you,
$1 something. I mean, the customers pay for that anyway. I don't care.
yeah, my customers don't, but wait, are you afraid of making some money on your shipping? Mister, I charge shipping on everything overseas, so I can make a lot of bank on that.
You know it.
Now, to me, the regional A boxes, both sizes are important. The padded flat rate's always nice, but the shoe box is the one I use the most of.
Yeah.
I use a lot of the 12 by 12 by 8s with the padded flat rate and the regional A.
Really, I don't use the 12/12/8s too much.
I do because I can. You guys see me when I build like 5 of them stacked together to build a giant package. I should.
Eric's making like a Chinese tower out of them.
I did. I used 5 of them. The last 3 or 4 weeks actually, I shipped out China in one, and I had like a stack of 4, and then I had another stack of 3, and then I shipped out a trombone that took a stack of 5, all taped together. Damn it, they don't have anything that fits, and I didn't have anything that fits. I didn't want to go out and buy a box for it.
Yeah, it all depends on the region that it goes to.
Well, and really and truly, if you're shipping USPS, priority is the same amount as the economy shipping anyways nowadays. So
Yeah.
you might as well be using their boxes for priority. Even if it's not flat rate.
Yeah.
I know I couldn't live without those padded flat rates. I use those all
Me
the time.
neither. I do too.
No, I don't
If they
use
took
those.
those away, I'd probably cry.
I never use those.
Okay.
And now, see, that's where you should use them because, like I was like when I sell like electrical parts, things that it don't matter if they bounce around or whatever.
Mm.
I love using those padded flat rates because you can just put heavy stuff in there, and then
Do you use the small flat rate boxes?
I use the small flat
and then
rate
you don't
a lot.
Okay. Well, if you have something that's almost that same size, but you can but you're going to put it into its own little box, and you can shove it into the padded flat rate, then it's only going to cost you $6.30 for that.
Yeah.
Up to 70 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Or like if you've got like a heavy wrench or something in a
I got a
small
heavy
box.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
You know what I'm saying. I mean, you could put that in a padded flat rate, you know.
He has a heavy wrench. He found it in the storage unit.
Add your flex.
Then it would only cost you like $6 something to send it instead of, you know, $10-12.
What size are the padded envelopes?
Are they like 8 by 12 or 8 by 11? No. I'd have to look at one.
They're more like a 7 by 10 type when you get them shut and everything.
9.5 by 12.5.
There you
Oh,
go.
okay. I'll order some. I'll try it out.
Yeah, they're awesome. I love them. Especially when I was sending out all those electrical parts that I was selling a while back. They were awesome. But they didn't need to be in like a medium flat rate, you know.
Are you watching the auction show, Nikki?
No. Are you?
Oh, I thought when you were on mute, I thought maybe you were over there.
Uh-oh.
I opened the window, but they were selling like pea posts and stuff, so I wasn't too interested in that.
You were selling what?
Pea posts. You know, posts to pee on for your dog.
Oh, I'm like, what the fuck?
I have no idea what that is.
Like, what are you talking about?
Makes your dog pee on it or pee by it.
Why would you buy that?
Oh, why are they stealing? They're stealing our pee and poop talk.
Oh, yeah. Damn you.
We did pee and poop first.
I actually forgot about the auction show tonight.
Nah. Nikki's gonna pop over there.
Huh?
Now Nikki's gonna go pop over there.
Are you guys hearing my background noise? I'm sorry.
No, I don't hear anything.
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you hear a car or something. I live in a community that I'm like the third house from. So
You're like walking the streets or
everybody has to pass my house. And I'm outside at the moment, so the quietest part of the whole household. You know, being on this end, I did not know there was such a delay.
Oh, between what we say and what people see on the
Oh, yeah.
not a huge delay. It's what, about 10 or 15 seconds. So
Yeah.
still too late to kill any comments.
As somebody watching you on YouTube, we think that what you're saying at the moment is what you're saying. Hold on, I'm sorry. We can turn on the. Hold on, I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
Kids.
Life happens.
What are you up
All
to?
dogs and kids and everything else in the background.
I don't got no food. Oh, Nikki, look at how cute.
Oh, that is so cute. I
Doesn't
just
she
want
have?
to kiss him. Kiss her. Huh?
Yeah, such a cute face. It's like super
She
expressive.
does. I just want to give her a big kiss and hug her.
Yeah. And she's a little
I
crazy
like these two.
alien. Oh my God, yeah. She'll
Importantly,
sleep and Tim will make eggs or something. And her nose goes up in the air and then she just harangues you for a treat. Oh, she's bad.
no way.
I don't know how you get any work done having a puppy.
Well, my kid's always carrying it around, so that keeps the puppy busy too.
Yeah, when Lugnut was a puppy, I couldn't do nothing. I was constant with my puppy.
They don't say what it is, Jason?
I'll check the description. Hold on. There's more than one picture of it.
I have a couple ideas, but
Here's the other picture of it. I mean, it's just the other side.
yeah, I'm already.
Oh, you're already over there. Let me look at the description. Barn finds.
Uh-huh. Oh.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
Oh, there's a 76 Land Cruiser in there.
Okay.
Doesn't say.
What that is. My first guess was a D-type Jaguar, but it's not that.
It did have that Jaguar look to it.
The back, I'm going to assume it's a fiberglass kit.
Right, it looks like fiberglass.
It could be now. Back in the 50s and 60s, when they were doing a ton of racing, I mean, it was very common for Joe Schmo to get a kit together and everything. The front end looks Ferrari, the back end looks for Jaguar. That's what makes me feel like it's a kit. Ooh, that Land Cruiser's it's buried.
Oh, is it? Let me try to find it.
It's like a jungle expedition to pull it out of there.
Oh. Oh, wow.
I like the lift.
Sarah,
Yeah, the good thing
Everybody in the
about something
chat
like
wants to know
that.
what kind of dog is that.
Who's that?
What? Oh, what kind of dog is that? Her mother was a pug and her father's a Chihuahua.
And Mr. Sadie wants to know what's the shipping on that thing.
Oh, it's an online. Yeah.
My son would kill me. No.
It's online auction?
That's what it says. Well, online only auction location. Online only auction. When are they putting it up? Can I go to their website?
Let me see. I'll go to their website.
Oh, yeah, here it is. See what the pricing is at. Got 13 days. Oh, they're on proxy bid.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what we got. They got 9. Oh, we'll cut that down. Should I go log in? Oh no, I remember my login now.
What are you doing? Oh, you get something out of that?
And it worked. You gonna save it? Yes. Okay. Where do you know where this town is at?
What's the name of the town?
I couldn't pronounce it.
Oh, probably not. I vaguely remember something with a G, right?
Yeah, Dinwiddie or something like that.
Yeah. I'll look it up in a minute. I'm just trying to. Where's Jaguar parts? Fiberglass kick car frame with trailer. Titled trailer and Jaguar wheels.
I wish I weren't selling the trailer. I wish they were just selling the parts. Well, the trailer looks a little rough, so.
You got to haul it out of there.
Yeah, but the pricing, someone's going to buy it just for the trailer.
Oh, yeah, good point.
I'd rather buy it for the parts. Hey, there's a machinist lathe there.
I know.
A wrap.
No, it's a South Bend.
Oh, it says WB wrap.
Yeah, that's Wrap was one of the distributors back in the day. Yeah, it's a Model C.
Those Jaguar seats are definitely early. Those are probably XK 120 seats. They are not XKE. Those Jaguar seats are worth a pretty penny, actually. Probably a couple $100 a piece.
Oh, there has to be more good shit for me to go down there.
Well, the lathe isn't good enough for you?
Nah, it's just a basic C, and there's no tooling with it.
What we got in Jaguar parts? A couple wheels.
The Toyota is titled. Wow. Contents of storage building. Interesting.
So you get. Oh, they put more pictures of. Okay, thank God. All right. That. We have a frame.
Of what, that kit car?
Yeah, I wonder what kind of frame it's sitting on.
Oh, it got a little better. There's another Craftsman lathe there. Little mini.
Sorry.
Oh, Gwynedd Valley, PA.
I've heard of it, but I don't know where it is. I'll look it up in a minute.
I'm looking it up right now. An idea. Oh, hell, that's not too far from you, dude.
Can you all hear me?
Yep. we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Oh, okay.
It is near Lansdale.
Did you see the outboard racing boat?
I have not.
Ooh.
Lot 147. Yeah, this has got Jim written all over it.
Oh yeah.
Where's that?
It's in PA. You want to take a road trip?
Sure. Can I tow it with the Volkswagen?
Yeah. It's a racing, one of those racing boats, you know.
Let's see.
I'll put a link in the side chat.
Jim sunk one of those once.
There, I
You
put
got
the link in the
lots.
chat. It's item number 147 and 148. There's two of them, it looks like.
They also have an 8-in Ford tractor.
Wait, and you
Then
know
I
how
got-
you know how Jim likes redundancy backup. Perfect.
Yeah. I already got 2 8N tractors.
There's actually a lot of good stuff in this auction.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a
it looks
golf cart.
cool.
There's a battery golf cart that looks like the
Well, it's not that. It's all the vintage parts and everything. You got the manuals. I mean, there's the auto manual. Lot number 140 has manuals for Datsun, for Jag, for Mack trucks.
oh,
Well, that's a great lot.
164, Eric, is another one just like it.
Yeah, those are the lots you want to try to pick up. You know, the ones that you can really get a lot of value with. That steering wheel, that might be a Jag steering wheel. I'll flip it over. Let me see. Oh, I don't know. It's wood rim though, so it's still
Oh,
good.
they don't have motors on them though, Jim. They're those hydroplane boats that they use for racing, but they're
Just
cool.
take a little bitty motor.
Yeah, they're cool looking.
Jim's got like 20 motors in the back room anyway.
That's funny that you
20.
more like 120.
Okay, I'll tell you right now, lot 133 is severe money.
That's cool.
Yeah, you're probably looking at $800 or $900 worth of money there.
That box of crap.
Yeah, that's what everybody thinks. Believe me. I was selling those lights. Those are those truckers' lights, and I was selling them 5 for $200.
I'll do like you. If they go for about a nickel, I'll pick them up.
Hey, I had to step up with those things. I spent $40 on those when I bought them.
I'm just messing with you, Eric.
You need a roto turner?
Yeah. Floor mats. NOS floor mats to a 240Z. Wow.
Hey, brass propellers.
I'm done with propellers for a while. Palette of books.
Yeah, the Chilton manuals aren't quite as valuable as the other ones, but they're still pretty decent. Especially if they're older.
There's a pachinko machine.
Ooh, we got one of those too. Those are cool.
Of course you do.
A pachinko machine.
Oh yeah.
What a waste of space too, huh?
We never play it.
Remarkably though, we only have one. We have a bunch of pinball machines and
Yeah, we only have one
only have
pachinko
stupid
machine.
pachinko machine.
Any chance you got an Adams Family pinball in there?
No, we got
What?
Adams Family. No, what the heck's that
Oh.
Williams roller coaster one we
Yeah,
got?
they're older ones.
Cyclone?
One's the Alpine.
And one's the Alpine Skier, which I think is a Williams too.
We have a 20. We have a shooting game with an actual 22 that's been modified
Yeah.
to be the shooting game. It's some Williams circus shooting game.
Yeah, it's like a Williams shooting
Oh, no,
gallery
it's a State
shooting
Fair.
game. State Fair. I
But
think
the
it's
gun on it is actually a Remington 22.
yeah, it's
that
kind of
they-
cool.
That they welded the bolt shut.
Nice.
We got a Pac-Man cabinet arcade video game, and we got a fishing one. Is that all we got? I think so.
Well, you got the
Oh, and I got one of those big bowling alley ones. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah where you send the puck.
Oh, you have one of those?
Yeah.
Those are so nice and easy to move.
I paid $10 for it, Jason. Nobody wanted to haul it home, so I'm like,
Exactly.
oh, it's $10.
Does it work?
Well, we've never put.
We never fit it. We brought it home and never set it up.
It's still sitting in a
it's-
barn stall. On a
It's in
pallet.
storage on pallet yet.
I don't know, Jason. There's some good stuff in there that's not that far away from you.
Really?
Yeah, if you look over to the right of any of the lots, it'll take the location and click on it. You can map it. It's
Right.
probably less than 45 minutes from you.
Let's see. Location. Doesn't say location.
Click on a lot. Just open a lot.
I did.
You see where it says bid now?
Place a bid.
Where it says bid
Oh,
now.
never mind. I see it. Sorry. Got it. Sorry. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Let's
You could pick up a couple of these lathes. You could pick up really cheap. I mean, you never know.
We'll put it this way. I just opened Netflix to do a Google Maps search.
Nice. That'll work out well.
Definitely tired. All right. So plug that in. Directions. Home. Oh crap! It's not. Wait a minute. Go back. Paste.
Nikki,
Jimmy and Terry. What?
Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
It's 8 miles from the work. From
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so see, this is an auction I would be shopping hard because it's so close. It's not that big of a deal for you to make 2 trips if you even had to.
Yeah. All right. Starting to look up.
hey
You
Nick,
got 13 days, which is plenty of time. But are you registered for proxy bid?
No, but I can register. I used to be, but I let it expire or whatever.
Yeah, the only thing bad, I didn't look at their terms.
Oh, the internet premium 17%.
Yeah, the proxy bid's expensive, so everybody always has a higher premium. When my old auctioneer used to use proxy bid was 22% premium.
Nice.
I'm like, damn.
Nothing like paying 22%.
Yeah.
It's gotta
I
be
mean, paying 17 isn't very good either. You spend $1,000, you spend that's another $170 on top of it. I mean, but there's some really, yeah, there's a shuffle, United 3-way shuffle alley pinball machine in there.
There you go.
That's
Just
cool.
talking about that.
What were you gonna say, Tara?
Oh, anyway, I got this. If you go on Auction Zip, and I don't know if y'all be interested, it's down, I think it's August 5th, but it's in Lake Tomahawk. They're having an online-only auction.
I saw
They got a bunch of stuff on it. It's kind of far away for you, but I was going to tell you because they either have it's a Farmall, either it's an F12 or an F16 on the steel wheels.
Hmm.
And I thought I'd tell you because y'all are into tractors.
Yeah, I saw the. Ain't that a live auction?
No, it's an online one.
No.
It's down in Lake Tomahawk, which is down here by me, so it'd be kind of far for you. No, it's a
Yeah, by that Renee whatever, wasn't it?
no, it's not. It's some online company I've never heard of that's from somewhere else.
Oh, I didn't see that one then. I thought I saw.
Oh
that.
yeah, Renee Brassey had one that had like Fords on it and stuff and some other tractors. I think that was today or tomorrow. But this would be like the 5th of August. And it has I don't know if it runs, but they have a Farmall. It's either an F12 or an F16. They also have like one of those old Caterpillar cleat tracks, but it doesn't have a loader on it. They got a bunch of stuff like that they're doing on online auction. And like the cleat track thing, it's an old Caterpillar, and they're selling it like for scrap. Anyway, I thought I'd tell you.
Oh, is that the one Northern Woods Resort?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might be making a trip up to your neck of the woods there, Jason.
Why?
I just put a bid on that car.
Did you?
Yep.
Which one? The kit?
Yeah, the kit.
I'll help you move it.
Well, we might have to take it back to your shop because it's going to need new tires on that trailer.
So make room.
Make room. Couple more weeks and I won't even be able to get in the door.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I said you could if you could. It was only a couple of weeks away. You could end up picking up 2 more lathes there.
Yeah, no, they're so close that I'll probably try to buy them.
And then, like I said, there's other things to cherry pick out of this auction if the prices stay low.
Mm.
You know, I would be after those manuals. I'd be after that one lot with those lights. I'd be after those Jaguar seats. All those things are shippable and worth decent money. Yeah. That Land Rover being that close, if it went super cheap, it'd be worth it to buy it. You could flip that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't be that hard to get out of there. It's just a matter of, you know, dragging it out and then throwing it up on a trailer, or even having a tow company come and grab it for you. That close, you'd only probably end up paying $150 to get it towed back to your shop.
Yeah. And then where would I put it from there?
That's where you'd probably have to park it around back until you get it cleaned off enough to put it up on Craigslist and flip it quick, or put it on eBay and sell it quick.
Mm.
But that year, I mean, you're probably looking at, what year was it, 60?
74.
74 to 74 Land Cruiser, 76 Land Cruiser, sorry.
Oh, 76.
Yeah, let's see what a 76 Land Cruiser goes for on the bay.
You might as well bid on it, Eric. You got a trailer now.
No, I'd buy the kit cars. I think the kit car's pretty awesome.
Yeah, but the kit car is just it's just a hollow body, right? There's nothing in it.
No, there's a frame there too. That's the important thing. Yeah, there's a picture. You can see it sitting on a frame in there.
Oh, that makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah, it does. I mean, buying just a, holy crap. You want to check out prices on 76 Toyota Land Cruiser, that's for certain.
Well, I know they're expensive.
Yeah, restored, you're looking at like 25 grand.
Yeah, restored, yeah.
Watcher.
See, I'm registered on that Caring Transition online auctions. I'm surprised they didn't email me something.
Oh yeah, that's it. I never heard of that company before.
Yep, they're out there. Well, I didn't put a whole lot of money on the car. I put a little bit up on there.
You're right, though. Someone's probably gonna buy it for the trailer.
Well, the trailer's pretty beat, but it's still worth $300 or $400. It looks like it's about a 10-foot trailer.
Oh yeah, it's got the one wheel has Jaguar rims on it, or rim on it.
Yeah, so the rims alone are worth. They're wire rims. They're not the really nice wired ones, so yeah, it could be sitting on. The guy probably bought all the Jaguar parts to put on this thing, so he probably has a Jaguar rear end somewhere out there. He's got a Jaguar spindles. He's got the seats that would actually be made that would fit in this car. Like so that's why I think they're XK120 seats.
From the back end, it's sexy.
It's cool.
Yeah, but that's a big project. Can you take that on?
Oh yeah, I could do that. Yeah, those seats are probably, yeah, I'd say you'd be looking at a minimum of 200 a piece on the seats. That's a minimum.
Wow, who does that to a Land Cruiser?
I don't know. I don't understand people that buy things and shove them into a field and never touch them again. Somebody has a pair of, okay, here you go. Jaguar XK120, 140 seat frames. Just the frames, they've been stripped bare. They want $1,300 for them. And someone has some racing ones that are custom built for $1,600. Oh, these are brand new seat frames. These aren't even original. And somebody who's restoring an original once the original frames. If you don't want them, I'll buy them. You can ship them to me for me.
Whatever you want, Eric. You know me.
Of course, I could be making the trip up there. You never know.
Nest Cam IQ
Okay,
lets you keep an eye on things, even in the dark.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Tell you, everything's got a fair amount of rust on it.
Yeah, it's still 2 weeks away, so it's still got a chance to go crazy.
Yeah.
God, Megan, you live the closest auction to you is 2 hours away.
Yeah, she's up in Antarctica.
I guess.
Oh, Jason.
Sorry.
Where's she at?
Antarctica.
Megan, where do you live at? We'll find an auction for you.
I like the auctions within about an hour and 30 minutes from me, and there really isn't any. Either which way. I'd have to go like middle of state where Rusty lives about.
No.
He lives about 3.5 hours away from me up north.
Mm-hmm.
And he lives like above Birmingham, and I believe there's some in Birmingham. But other than that, I don't have anything around me.
So you're kind of by the coast, right?
I'm about an hour and a half away from Mobile, Alabama.
Oh, okay.
Well, no. From the entrance of Mobile, Alabama, I'm about an hour and 10 minutes.
She's in Salt
But to
Lake.
get to the coast, it's not even the coast. It's just like that, you know. That I don't know how. I don't know. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada. We don't know what coast is. We know what.
I only found out a
Mexico
few weeks
is.
ago that there is a coast.
Do what?
I only found out a few weeks ago that Alabama has a coast.
Yeah, we do in a way of like we go to Pensacola, which is Florida, because of Alabama and Florida. But we do have this. What would you call that? To me, it's almost like a. I don't know. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada, so like.
Yeah,
we
Mobile.
have Mexico under us, and then we have to travel throughout Mexico to go to the coast. So I don't know anything about coast.
By the way, when you keep saying you're from Las Vegas, Nevada, you don't have to add the Nevada because everyone knows where Las Vegas is.
No. There's a Las Vegas, New Mexico.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, but nobody,
Yes.
yeah, but nobody talks about it.
Yeah.
I think it's been defined against the fact that there hasn't any. I guess if you're from Las Vegas, Nevada, and people are like, well, I'm from Las Vegas too, but it's New Mexico. Well, you're not important.
You're not important. You're nobody.
But
Okay, I searched Salt Lake City local auctions, and there's a bunch of different companies out there. They may not be on Auction Zip though. So you're gonna just search in Google for Salt Lake City local auctions, and you'll find a bunch. Like I said, Auction Zip just might not be popular out there.
you know what I wish? I wish I knew about this group or eBay as much as I know now when I did live there.
I think
I
we
could
all
learn so much more from you guys then than I even do now. I learn a lot about you every single morning, but I can't catch the sales or, you know what I mean? The inventory.
So you have trouble getting inventory? Is that what you're saying?
I live in I thought that I lived in the smallest town in the group.
Oh,
No, you
But I
do
did
not.
that last week. I do not.
Nope.
I come from like a place that has 4 million people of residents, people that live there,
hmm
and that's not tourists or anything, but 4 million people.
Yeah.
And then I come down to 5,000 people in my town, and
We
I'm
have
the biggest town. You have what?
I have 1,200 that live full-time residents in our town. That's our population.
Okay, so from Sally and Valerie,
Yeah.
you are the next below me.
I have 200.
Yeah.
Really?
And out of those 200, 180 of them are all relatives. They're all related.
I don't know. They're not related to me.
You're the oddball out.
Yeah, 1%.
It's 5,000 people, and I'm the biggest city within probably 30 miles each way I go, north or south. You can't really go east because those are all damn trees.
So I mean, basically, you just wherever you go, you're just going to have to travel. You know, you're
And once a month we travel.
in order to get inventory, you're going to have to travel.
But
someplace.
ironically, I find my best buys locally.
Right.
I do, because there's less people, and they
Right.
will shop online, and then they'll donate whatever they don't use, or they I found brand new ball caps that had water damage, but they still have the seals on them. They have everything. Well, I'm smart enough to put them outside in the sunlight, not sunlight, but in not direct sunlight, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
I put them outside in the fresh air. I Febreze them, and you can't even smell the Febreze once they've been outside for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
They're brand spanking new for $1, and they're going online for $25.
Right.
But they had water damage, so the owner didn't want them.
Right.
You can't smell that water damage after I'm done with them, and there's no exposure to it because I clean them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Vinegar is our best friend.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the chemical that you use. Sometimes, I've always believed, like when I used to do eBay long ago, if you have a squeaky type of toy, you put it in the washer within a pillowcase and tie it up,
Mm-hmm.
and it won't ruin the squeaky whatsoever. And it will clean, and then you air dry it within the natural cleanser of the air, but you don't put it within the sun.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how I was always doing it back in 2005-ish. And I just started back in February.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Eric, how do you clean your squeaky toy?
Hey, Stefano, do sell. Okay,
I don't. I never had to worry about that, but now I have to think about stuff like that.
All right, Jason.
You know
I'm
me.
not in the chat anymore. You have all the antiques that I am not knowledgeable about whatsoever. You bring things to the show that probably most of us don't know what you have.
True. Sometimes I don't even know what I have, like today.
I started in February. Give me a break.
No, I'm not picking on you.
Oh no?
No. I'm serious. I found something today that I don't even know what it is.
What is it?
I have no idea. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
You know what? Why don't I go get it out of the car because it is on the front seat.
Yeah, go get it.
Do it.
Hold on.
What if somebody else knows what it is?
That's what we do.
Right.
Who was it?
Because Eric is very knowledgeable. Everybody is.
Frankie finds your Mind Twister Element game. Nobody's got any sold. 54 looks to be like the low price. If yours is sealed, I would probably put $100 on it and let it sit.
Yeah, I got it. Oh no, I already got screenshots from my computer.
All right. I remember JFK stuff. Batter's Box Source has some cool JFK stuff. The problem with JFK stuff is everybody saved it all.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, Eric Domi. You just bought nearly 900 shop manuals from a closing Ford dealer. That is money in the bank. Oh, here in Ohio? Who closed in Ohio?
Cool.
We're at Ohio.
My question is, did Jason just go out to his truck that he said he wasn't going to do?
Yeah,
I think
he
he's
says
going to
it's
go
on the
get
front
it.
seat. He's just curious as well.
If they're happy to swap it, I don't know why. You can construction. I don't know why.
Canton? Okay. Is that where you're from, up in that area?
I'm sorry. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry.
If you are, I have a great online auction house for you. That's if you're up in that area. Guy gets really pretty good stuff. He's got a really good eye. Google blind squirrel auctions. They do a lot of the Cleveland, Canton, Akron. He's actually located. I think he's located in Akron actually, but it's. I think I've been there once or twice up there. It's been a long time since it's like 2.5 hour drive for me, so it's a little bit of a pain to get there. But blind squirrel auctions, and he runs usually 1 or 2, but he's always got good vintage stuff. Here, I'll write that down, actually. I have no idea how to spell squirrel. Something like that. I ever spell squirrel. Actually, my tag is. I used to have to say when I switched.
I'm so sorry.
There's another auction.
No, Dusty.
Where's Sally at?
Another one. It's kind of with blind squirrel. It's the bigrustbelt.com. Where's Dusty at?
Sally.
No, Sal.
Oh, Sally? Who knows? She's probably out chasing the mice or something.
Okay.
Poor Sally.
Poor Sally. Darned old mice.
Actually, really sad thing is that she probably brought the mouse back from the dumpster to her house in one of those bags and just never realized it.
There you go.
Oh,
Get it.
Is that you, Tara?
No, it's not me.
Must have been Jason.
Valerie.
Nope.
Oh, was it you, Valerie?
Not me. I don't
Wasn't
think
me.
so.
It had to be
No.
Jason then.
Then
Yep.
must be Jason that's not there.
Jason, you selling stuff when you're not even there?
Stop it.
Oops, sorry.
Stop it.
Okay, so
Jason.
I can't even talk.
Jason. Really?
Holy crap!
Are your auctions closing tonight?
Jackpot.
Your auctions are all closing tonight, aren't they?
Yeah.
Which one? Which auction?
1 second. Let me even look. I forget.
What batch were you running tonight for tonight?
Wait,
Now y'all see why I mess with him in the chat. I'm an innocent bystander, I promise.
well, all right. So I sold 12 items.
To the same buyer?
No, all different.
Really?
Oh, there's a couple of
That's fast?
Yeah, Dave, you'll probably get going pretty soon.
Well, were
Is
they?
that how it works when you hit a certain amount of money a year? Oh my goodness.
Or was it?
It was an $850 cha-ching.
Within that time.
Yeah.
Tiffany just admitted that she said she's an innocent bystander, or in our words, she's a voyeur. So.
What?
So what's the thing you had that you don't know what it is?
Yeah. Sorry, I got sidetracked.
Got sidetracked counting that.
So I know Mr. Sadie will like this because he likes the unusual stuff I find. Let's see.
Ooh.
Is that a projector of some type?
Possibly.
That's what it looks like.
This.
You said a light bulb goes in there, right?
Yeah.
Is it an enlarger? Oh, I see.
Okay, that's not a light. That's not a regular bulb. That's an arc bulb too, isn't it?
Yeah, and it looks like maybe you put a slide up here in this groove. There's like a hole. That's the only way the light would project.
No, the light should project out the front there.
Oh, you think so? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the top there is for cooling. That's a vent for cooling because that light is going to get super hot. That's why it's discolored at the top.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Now hold it up and let's see the front again.
Yep.
If you want what I think it is, I think it's actually a stage lighting equipment for like to throw a big beam of light onto a stage.
Really? Hmm.
There's no names or anything on it.
Let me see.
This is making me jealous, people. I may get off this cast.
It does tilt. The stand lets it tilt like a light.
I'm guaranteed that's what it is.
I don't.
You must have some options then.
Oh my god.
Actually, this is not that bad. You should see when he has one of those big auctions closing where he closes like 200 items.
Yeah, this is nothing. When I hit the 100 and 200, the thing goes nuts for like 5 minutes.
It's like its phone has a heart attack.
Yeah, it starts stuttering.
If I hear like 3 a day, I'm happy.
Sorry, that was me.
Jason.
I would cut that out.
That was mine.
All right.
You guys need to share.
Right.
I gotta send some combined invoices, so I'll be.
I love.
There's no lens on that.
Are you researching that, Eric?
Yeah, I'm just trying to look at some images. I mean, usually with stage lighting, you have a Fresnel lens on it, which is that funky circular lens.
Now I switch back before I get off the head.
This order's going to Spain.
So what you selling? What were you selling in this stuff?
Some Unimax stuff.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay.
Lead stuff.
Yeah, once you get up to 10 stories, then you're out of the
Oh boy.
Yeah, without a name, it's going to be a little tough.
Yeah.
There's no way to get up. Oh.
Take a regular plug.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a regular plug.
You always fire it up and see what happens.
Hell no, not in my house.
Oh, you big wuss.
This is in the shop.
Oh, what did I sell? I mean, I'm not selling big dollar stuff. I sold a clock. That was some license plates I had. So far today, I sold license plates, a clock, a kerosene, like a gas tank for a kerosene stove, but it's like the old glass hunting one, and then I sold a radio earlier today.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I paid $1 for the whole stove, and I think it was roach, but I figure I got like $15 or something for the glass. So, I mean, nothing special. I'm not, you know, not killing it. I mean, I'm up to like $70 for the day, so it's not been a great weekend. But Saturdays never really are.
I am not hating on you, Jason, but is this the norm after 15 years of doing this business? I'm a newbie.
No. I mean, see, I run auctions, so they all close at the same time. So it's.
Oh, okay.
Keep doing that. It's not that they're buy it nows or anything.
I mean, you guys are all knowledgeable, like I said before, and the knowledge that I have exceeded from you guys, even with the antiques that I may find, because, like I said, there's 5,000 people in my town, but I can find antiques here very well. And I've learned about some that I do see, but I also think of shipping wise and stuff like that, you know, if it's, but I do not have like shed auctions or anything like that nearby whatsoever. It's all basically a Catholic charity type of Goodwill or a Salvation Army within my town itself. And I will travel. I do travel.
Right.
Yeah, you just got to go out and get to
I really don't have much to. I waste more time than I do gathering anything worth value.
No, you have to make it. When I do an auction, I make it worth my while to go pick stuff up.
Yes.
So, you know, if it's an online auction, and there are online auctions down in Alabama.
Not in my part, though.
Oh, yeah,
Not
they're all over.
I looked because you gave me that site a few days ago.
Auctions doesn't always show them. There's a couple of auction companies down there. You just have to search local auction or online auction off of Google, not necessarily AuctionZip, because the one that Dusty works off of is not. It's not on AuctionZip either. But and a lot of the small auctions out there don't advertise at all on AuctionZip. You just got to kind of get the word out there and figure out who's selling stuff and where they're getting it from. Because I think he goes to like 4 or 5 different auctions and they're never on AuctionZip. But you know, even if you go to a live auction, you find one. You walk around, if there's enough stuff there, you start buying, and then make sure you buy enough that make you worth your trip. But like for me, for an online auction, you know, if I buy one thing, I'm probably going to buy 10 things.
Yeah.
If I'm going to go there for one thing, I might as well try and get as much profit out of it as I can. And I may not get huge amounts of profit on everything, but I'm making the trip anyway. So, you know,
you're going to make profit no matter what.
Yeah, I'm not going to buy something and lose money on it. But if I like today's auction, I went and picked up The first few things I bought should have brought me $300 to $400, and two of those things end up missing.
Mhm.
But the rest of the stuff I was buying was also good stuff, but it's not quite as good a profit. I had to spend $20 to make $100, as opposed to spending $10 to make $200. You have to kind of do stuff like that, and then you get it, you bring it home, you list it, and then you just keep doing it over and over again until you get your store built up.
I had thought of going to because there are some type of sheds around here that people pay for or whatnot, offshore sheds, whatever. And I had thought of going to them and asking them if there's ever a time that they actually auction them off. But we're in such a small town, and
what town are you in again?
Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
Did you forget what town she was in?
If you don't want to say it out loud, you can always send me a message or something like that.
I'm doing it in the Google chat.
Okay.
Because I'm in such a small town. I mean, and the chat is, not saying that anybody would ever stalk me. I don't believe that in your guys'
Yeah, I mean, I can say I'm in Columbus, Ohio, but it's such a big town, and there's 3 million people here, so I don't worry too much about it.
The thing is, Tiffany, we all understand because you don't have to worry about the people that we know are watching. It's the people we don't know that are watching.
Yeah, just put it in the chat.
That's the thing. It's not Hank. It's not Jim. I don't hear them whatsoever. Even though Hank's a woman, and a beautiful woman. It's not her.
We figured it out. You don't want everybody in your town knowing that you like to watch. Okay.
Hey, I chat more than I want. If my kids aren't bugging me, I chat more. I bug the hell out of you guys. Hello. And I bug Jason the most.
It's okay. It's always good to poke me once in a while.
Are you done combining your invoices?
Because we both I lived in Pennsylvania. And you remind me of my friends in that New York, or Jersey, I guess you would say. Although you have somewhat Pennsylvania accent. I'm going to tell you that, my friend.
I worked in Pennsylvania a lot.
Do you?
I did at one point.
Really? I love Pennsylvania.
I was a district manager for Ollie's Bargain Outlet.
Where about?
I had the Baltimore market, but I had stores in Chambersburg and Hanover. Not Carlisle. It's actually a little bit south of Harrisburg. I had offices in Harrisburg. I had all the West Virginia stores.
Yeah, I lived Norristown, which is about 20 minutes from Valley of Forge. Valley Forge.
Yep.
So, idiot.
Are you done combining invoices, Jason?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just catching up on the chat.
I want to see the front of that light again.
Yeah.
Can you open and close the aperture with those handles?
Someone mentioned that it might be like an eye exam thing, and actually that's kind of what I was thinking originally. But it doesn't seem... I've seen some vintage eye stuff, and usually it's a lot more complex.
Yeah, that's... Can you open and close the apertures with those knobs on the front there?
I don't see any of the chat. Why don't I see any of the chat on YouTube anymore?
Because you're probably not looking at. You're looking at the old chat. You do look at get back into YouTube on the new show and look at the chat there.
That's where I'm at. I see
open another link with the show as it's being broadcast to see the other chat.
Where's Greensburg at, LV Rupert?
Just make sure.
That on the link.
Oh, it can rotate side to side, Eric. It unlocks the wheel so you can spin it.
Okay.
So you wouldn't need that for stage lighting.
No.
Oh wow, okay. I'm so sorry, people. Oh my gosh. Wow, I'm way up there. I can't even see myself. I'm so sorry. The chat was sorry about? I thought I did it.
I got almost all those pants pictured.
Awesome.
Nice. Let me run my mouth and you can continue.
There's got to be some markings on it somewhere.
That's what I'm looking for, but there's nothing.
Looks like it can clip on, but
The chat was like still as hell. Like I was the only one chatting in the thing still, and now I see everybody.
What?
I feel so bad.
yeah, they're not clip
It
on.
does close it and open it.
Maybe
Yeah.
you were lagging behind there, Tiffany.
Maybe. Hello, Nikki.
Why?
I feel so bad.
Excuse me.
For Super Eric.
Good.
Don't worry about it, Tiffany. It's fine.
I just
No
refreshed
big
the whole YouTube, so now I see everybody.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
Nothing on it.
I love the welcoming of newbies. I really do.
But we were all new at one time.
Yep.
How long have you been selling, Tiffany?
Since February.
Oh, just since February? Oh, okay.
And I've made about 4,000 gross, I think.
Oh,
But
I only
I've sold a lot of things throughout, the time. But like I said, I have
4,000
a lot
in
of
6 months is not bad for somebody.
inventory, or I have to really source it, and I do a lot of online sourcing and stuff like that. I have a lot of I have 300 and I think it's 361 listings, but 1,800 inventory. Like,
Well, that's really good. Since February, that's pretty good.
I try. I really try. I have a 3 and a 4-year-old. I speak 2. I don't know why. I have a 3 and a 4-year-old, and they take a lot of my time, so I can't really source or do a lot of listings. But it's not an excuse, but it's reality.
Yeah.
You do what you can do.
Yeah, you'll figure out a way.
But they're gonna start school in September, and then oh my goodness.
Just don't leave any rock unturned. If you get a chance to check out something, or even like look at Sally. She does dumpsters. Like in the springtime, I do spring cleanup and get stuff. Just don't leave any rock unturned. You'll find your place to find stuff.
Sally does dumpsters. I love it.
Yeah.
Jason.
It's a Dallas movie.
Right there.
Instead of Debbie Does Dallas, it's Sally Does Dumpsters.
Well, Jack Smack was just talking about Porky's, so we might as well go down that road, right?
Hell, I was finishing up those pants over there, and I was thinking, okay, I'm just about done, and I was thinking, yeah, I'm gonna tell them that I just whizzed through about 14 pairs of pants, and I'm like, oh my god, that sounds so bad.
Definitely got that one.
And I'm like, well, I probably shouldn't say whiz through some pants.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe.
My hubby's on his way home, so I won't be able to be on much longer.
Uh-oh. Damn husbands.
I had to hurry up, and that's why I went on mute, because I had to hurry up and make it look like I did something today. I had to hurry up.
You could have him be on. You should have him be on the show, Nick. You could be like Jim, in the background, just say randomly.
Oh my God! When I did that video for the tractors and tractor auction that we just went to,
yeah,
I had made a video of him loading a tractor. I thought maybe we were loading 2 tractors onto a trailer, and I thought maybe people might want to see that.
No.
When he spotted me filming that, he had a coronary. Oh my God, he was swearing. He's like, "You better not post that on YouTube." Blah blah. Oh my God, he went off. I was like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "No, I wasn't gonna put this on YouTube, but now I can't keep the video because you just swore through the whole damn thing."
That's funny. You should have kept it anyways.
Yeah, it was a nice video. I mean, it was really showing you how nicely you can put 2 tractors on a trailer, and we were using the winch to pull them up and stuff. I mean, it was really a cool video, I thought, for people who don't do that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, until he spouted out.
What were you saying, Eric?
Yeah, he doesn't like all this stuff.
Microscope, lamp, or illuminator.
All right.
It's close.
Are you ready?
Probably had to pay some money. Jack Smack probably had to pay a lot of money. R. Kelly, probably to the family, and
For what?
and he got shamed because he had a video of him. Wasn't it him peeing on an underage girl?
I think she was peeing on him. Hey, Jim, that R. Kelly thing, who was peeing on who?
Jim would know. Jim's the expert.
Does it really matter?
He was
our resident piss expert.
peeing on her. No, it was him peeing on her. He peed in her face, he said.
Oh, my God. I'm sorry, but if somebody peed on my face, they'd be getting a beat.
All right, let's just end the show there.
What the hell?
Maybe picking themselves off the floor.
I can tell you that if somebody came up and peed in my face, it's the last time they'd pee.
Yeah, exactly. They'd be peeing through a bag next time.
The shower picker equals Jim.
No, Jim is not into pee.
Oh, no.
That's good shit right there.
There you go.
Yeah, I like to try weird stuff I like to try weird stuff like boy on top, girl on bottom.
Okay.
You're putting up for it. We did it missionary style.
That's too funny.
I never thought this could happen to me.
All right, I did 16 so far, and I'm going to go burn the burn pile.
Careful.
And I'll come back in if you're still going. I think you will be.
Yeah, they're going until midnight. Well, our time 11, right?
No, it's
Central?
Midnight our time.
Yeah, it's central. Nikki, you better stay in. Just go hide in the car.
Nikki, our husband won't let her.
Too bad you don't have the van no more.
I know.
You just go in there and
you
hunker down.
Put the big patrol lights on the van.
Yeah. Riding dirty.
Yeah, right.
Check out like out there.
Where am
I
I?
go sit out.
It's about as close as I can get to it.
Facebook.
Then my husband would probably be pissed off that this truck smells like cigarette smoke. So
Be pissed on.
yeah.
So it does open and close.
Get
Someone's making sales. Jason.
What? Oh, was that my phone? I didn't even notice.
Oh my God.
Back in the day when I was selling stuff.
Was that
Back in the day when I was selling stuff, the weekend, Saturday and Sundays, man, my phone would cha-ching all the time.
You know, ironically, mine
missed that.
changed more like on Thursdays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine were Saturdays, Sundays, and Tuesdays were the big ones.
Yeah, Nikki. I think I was wearing Capizios at that time.
Yeah, the good old
No,
days.
you make sales all day long, every day long. Trust me. Don't try to justify. I love to mess with Jason. Sorry.
I remember before my husband took this seriously, you know, he thought I was just pissing around, you know. Well, I finally got sick of him thinking that I wasn't really making any money and plugged my account into his phone. And he was at work that day, and all of a sudden it was cha-ching, 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 and he's like, holy shit, you know, he's like, you really do something, don't you? I was like, yeah, I do. I'm not just playing around. And then all of a sudden, then I had to log him out because every damn time you get a cha-ching, he's like, did you see what that's sold for? No, I don't have my phone logged in. I just have your phone logged in. What do you think, you know? It's like,
It's all a surprise.
I says, and yeah, and that's just one store. I got 2 stores going, dipshit. He's like, wow, I can't believe you would do all that. Then finally he's like, that was when he told me, wow, you need to quit your job and do this full time.
I could see Nikki relisting right now. Like she's there listing, and the TV's on in the background, and you hear the Miami Vice theme song.
Yeah. Very funny.
Up to work, and I'm gonna hit the dumpster. I'll be home.
All right.
What are you doing?
You can always log in from the dumpster.
I might.
Sally, what are you doing?
Get it? I have to go take Joe to work.
Okay, and so you're gonna be done. You're gonna be back right after that, right?
I'm gonna hit the dumpster really quick, just to see.
No,
I gotta make sure that they didn't drop off the.
Just make sure
Put
you
it
don't
right in the dumpster.
just make sure you don't log out. You just have to put yourself on mute and kill your camera.
Yeah.
If you log out, we lose the show. So
Oh,
okay.
No, you're not gonna lock out. You're fine.
okay. I'll be
You're
back.
fine. Be
Have
careful.
fun without me.
You're fine.
I will.
Jack said, don't bring any vermin home this time.
Or bed bugs.
Oh, wow.
It got quiet because she left.
Sorry, I'm just sending another invoice for someone.
No, you are busy, okay? You are busy. We understand that, Jason.
Maybe I'll run out to the garage and then I can stay on the show. So I won't have to listen to.
When I'm not being lazy and I'm typing, I'm messing with you sarcastically, but I'm also asking Eric very educational questions to Eric. But I'm messing with you.
So she likes to mess with you, but I'm the one that's got to do all the work.
I'm sorry, Jim. Because Jason's a pain in the ass in the group.
I just don't participate that much.
You are very, very, how do you say it? Educational, I guess.
At least she just covered her.
I'm not gonna
I think of
down
him
him.
as my dad, you know.
Yeah, and so is Jason as well. But at the same time, Jason's just more fun to mess with. Because he has that personality that he messes with everybody else on the cast.
Oh yeah, I'm an equal opportunity person.
Yeah. You don't care who he bugs.
Yep.
Yes.
Whether it's Valerie's swimsuit, Sally's dumpster, Nikki's no sales, Tara's shit, I don't even know.
You don't have to skip it, honey.
Jim's Playboy
We'll do
SWAT
that.
collection.
But Jim and you are very, I mean, all of you are. Even Nikki. Every one of you have taught me something. Every single one of
Even
you.
Nikki.
That's the funniest
Do I gotta go to Pennsylvania?
What's so funny is Nikki's probably, out of all of us, Nikki's one of the couple that actually like answer a lot of the questions and stuff.
Yeah, she does. She does. Yes. Well, no, all of you do, really. But Nikki is, I don't mean to, can I be blunt?
Sure, why not?
Because Nikki has said herself that she hasn't done eBay for a while, but she makes sales. She's been lazy about it, as I have, because I have kids. I'm lazy, but I make sales every day, and so does she. But she is very knowledgeable as well.
Well,
And
yeah.
she does also reply to many of our questions in there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Nikki's been doing it for years and years. And, I'll just talk for Nikki since, we'll just act like Nikki isn't even here.
I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been killing it on local sales. So, if I wasn't doing so good on local sales, I'd probably be more apt to be doing more eBay now because, I'm going to be running out of money if I don't,
But you have to make that apparent. You have not said that.
Yeah. I'm trying to get a lot of my big stuff gone, and also I've got like flea markets coming up and stuff like that. So I'm just mainly focusing on that kind of stuff right now. And I'm lazy.
Oh, you're not. You're actually a very busy person because you're always going and taking people for giving people rides. Yeah. And you're doing stuff for people and whatever anybody needs, somebody needs extra clothes, you're right there,
Yes.
That's not being lazy.
No.
That's being, you're being helpful.
No, Nikki is very helpful. She's been helpful. I'm not saying that whatsoever. I'm sorry.
No, I know.
The wrong way.
No.
I didn't take any offense to what you said.
That was not my intent. Whatever. But I do have to say, Jack, you're a pain in the butt. That's not what I meant by that.
I haven't looked at the chat in a bit. Hold on.
Jack, hush it. Now I see what broadcasters think of you. No, that's not what I thought, because Nikki is always on top of the chat, and she's always answering questions. But what I have heard from Nikki herself, nobody else, Nikki herself, she has stated that she was very active in the eBay community and doing eBay and stuff like that. But at the same time, she has never broadcasted that she was selling off the side, ever. So that's a great information for us that just
absolutely.
Well, I completely douched my stores. I mean, I totally shut everything down for a while. I'm back up to like 37 listings. So,
you had like 1,000.
Still making sales. I had over 2,000 listings with both my stores.
Yeah. I remember the one store.
And let me tell you,
like 12.
That over 2,000 listings, that took me over 3 years to get that up, and to over 2,000 listings because, I was making sales as fast as I was listing. It's hard to get from, like 50 to 100 and 100 to 200. It's hard to get to that because as you're listing, and I used to be like a power lister. I mean, I would list, at least 20 a day. I never went to bed with it, especially even when I was working full time. I didn't go to bed till I listed at least 20 a day. But when you're listing at that, at that extent, you're also selling a lot. And yeah, so
unfortunately, there's that byproduct, right?
yeah, I mean, so yeah, to get those numbers, I mean, it took a long time to get up to those numbers. So it was a big thing for me to say, hey, I'm just going to shut everything down and start all over fresh. But I don't know. Right now, it's kind of nice taking a break, you know, because for the last 4 or 5 years, I've been doing this nonstop, nothing but eBay, just constant. I didn't do anything but eBay. So it's kind of nice kind of taking a break.
Yeah, I think you get it burnout. I think you get into burnout mode, and you know, you start questioning, you know, is this what I really want to do? And you know,
well, I know this is what I want to do, but
right.
But yeah, I mean, I was constant. Like when I was working full time, I never stopped working. When I worked full time, I'd work my 8-hour day or whatever, and then I would still be a mom and I'd still be a wife, and I still listed. Like sometimes, like when I was driving a pickup, it was really bad on gas, and so when I was at work, I would ride to town with my husband to Superior, or he'd drop me off at work. But then in the afternoon, I would take a bus from Duluth over to Superior, and then I would list while I was on that bus ride, because it totally gave me time to list, you know. And then like if I was waiting at the doctor's office, even waiting at trains, I'd take my notebook out and I'd start listing. That's why I became so adamant about listing on my phone, because if I wasn't home, I had to still be listing. And then when I'd get home, I'd get all my pictures done for the next day, and I'd get all my information in the notebook ready to list, because at the time I was listing on a Windows phone, and it wasn't very fast to list on. So it was a lot faster for me to just jot down like measurements and jot down stuff about the item, take pictures, and then the next day I would just go and list them all, you know. But at that time, I was doing nothing but working constantly. I wasn't doing anything but working, whether it be at my job or on eBay. So, and then about 3 years ago, I quit my job, and it was still just, I wanted to make sure that I didn't have to go back and work for a boss. So I was like hammering it out all the time, just constantly eBay, you know. So I made a lot of money last year. I'm able to take a break right now, so I'm living off that. It's working good. So that is why I'm taking a break, because I earned it.
That's right.
Yep.
You deserve it.
I hope nobody has taken offense to anything I have said. I'm a smart ass.
Oh, no, absolutely not. No.
I have learned a lot from this group. If not, I would not be back. And I hope the chat knows that I'm a very much a smart ass. I'm very sarcastic. You know, I've learned a lot from Jason. I've learned a lot from Sally, Nikki, Valerie, everybody. So just because I'm a sarcastic type of person doesn't mean that you have to take it as using one person.
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
I'm not.
If I don't take offense to what Jason says, I sure ain't going to take offense to what you say.
Because I could be ruthless.
Jason's busting my chops all the time, but I don't think it's just fun.
People take it, you know, as sarcasm and not really realistic in the chat. Otherwise,
no. We just thought it was funny because you're like, even Nikki.
No, I've learned from you, Nikki. I've learned from you, and I've listened to every damn thing you guys said. And I have a 3 and 4-year-old because they don't wake up till 11 a.m. and I don't wake their asses up. Okay, no. I am able to have that freedom from my time, 8 o'clock to 11.
Yeah.
And then
I gotta go hubby's home. I'll be back.
And that's when I have my time with you guys.
Yeah.
And then once they are up, then that's all I'm a mother.
You're a mama. Yep.
Yep. So, and then they're in bed at 7 o'clock, but they don't go to bed till about 12 because they're in their rooms that time. They split a room and they're three. Why do I keep saying two? I don't know why I keep saying two.
Do they just have a birthday?
No.
Okay.
No. I guess I wish it was 2 and 3. Because they were mute more than they are now. I don't know what it is.
No, Mr. Sadie, we only talk Nikki. We only talk bad about Nikki in front of her face. Never do it behind her back.
No, never.
Mm-mm.
That's when you get your ass kicked right there. You're going to say something to her or something about her, you better say it to her face.
Yep.
No, I would say probably out of the several people that I spoke to, you know, veterans that I spoke to that, you know, I had questions for, or, you know, just kind of wanted to have a mentor or something like that. When I started, Nikki was actually the only one of the few people, her and Dusty, I would say, really helped me a lot. You know, they just kept telling me, just list and, you know, just list through it. And even though if it's slow, just keep listing and listing. And, you know, any questions I had, I could always go to Nikki or Dusty, you know, and there's some other people that I could, you know, go to, without feeling like a fool or that I was, you know, that I was dumb. And, you know, I appreciated that because I had been all through the internet, just, you know, trying to find somebody that could, not that I wasn't willing to do my homework or, you know, willing to research things, but, you know, there was just certain questions that a new seller has. And, you know, I just couldn't get those questions answered. So, but
Now,
I do definitely. What's that?
Or was this before your own group? Like before your
Oh
own
yeah.
group?
Oh yeah. It was before this group.
Okay.
Yeah, it was way before this group. That was probably about 3 years ago or so.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was doing a lot of research, just trying to, you know, get as much information as I possibly could to, you know, just have it soak in. I was listening to videos on the way to work, on the way home from work, on my lunch hour. I would list. You know, I really just dove in hard and was just trying to find out as much as I could about it. And
So you were working a 9-to-5 job, and you turned around and started listening to these people that were doing eBay full time, and that's what you wanted to be. And
I
so
wanted
you
to be
started
full time. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and last year, my husband Mike, he, you know, I was getting sick and stressed out, and he told me to quit my job. And we both, you know, contributed to the home, but I brought home more than he did. And so that was really scary for me to quit because I didn't know if I would be able to, you know, to do that. But it really didn't take much coercing for me because as soon as he said that, I was like, okay, we're doing it, you know.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have done it if he wouldn't have said, you know, quit your job. I wouldn't have. We had talked about it, but it just really wasn't doable at the time that we had talked about it.
Yeah.
She didn't tell you the whole story. Quit your job and make me a sandwich.
That's right. That's right.
And, you know, I started in February. Like I said, I did it in 2005, and I did it from the Goodwills and stuff like that. But it wasn't what I wanted it to be a career-wise. I didn't know what everything had entitled to be, basically. And with, I mean, I watch other lives or other vlogs or whatever, but every morning I'm pretty much, you know, on top of it, and I'm in your lives. And I'm not gonna lie that Eric and Jason bring a lot of knowledge of antiques that I will find here with old folks.
Yeah, but I mean, they, you know, they bring a lot of information and experience from a lot of different things.
They do.
Like Eric always says, you know, the wilder, the crazier, the better. You know.
Yeah.
Those are the things that you want, and those are going to be, you know, for the most part, those are going to be your what's that word?
Home runs.
Yeah, that's it. I was thinking fastball, but that's not it.
But you know, when I go thrifting or when I go, you know, looking for things, it's never anything that I would buy per se.
Right.
Ever. And they've taught me a lot that if I do perhaps see bowling balls or, you know, or
bowling
even
pins.
Jason with his what were those? I don't even know what those were. It was a whole display of them, though. He always has displays of things, but
yeah, I don't know which this. Oh, probably the leather stamps.
Yes, the leather stamps. Yes.
I
mean, if I ever seen them, I would think of Jason.
Right.
You know, and those aren't things that I would ever look at if I was just in a thrift store or an auction, because I'm only 34 years of age. And I know to look for 80s, 70s. I'm an 80 baby, but not 80s, but 80s.
Yeah, we get it. We get it.
So you know, I want to look beyond my aura.
Right.
And I want to look at 70s, 60s, you know, and I have. But at the same time, they brought a lot of knowledge to me. And so have you. So has Sally. So has Nikki. And Jim don't show much of their inventory, but they talk upon it. But
yeah,
they don't show much. But you know what I'm saying?
They
I'm
have a couple of videos.
Do what?
They have a couple of videos if you go to their YouTube page.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know their YouTube video.
What the heck is it, Val? Do you know?
It's Jim and Tara Carey.
Oh,
it's
okay.
It's just under that.
I'll have to look at that.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, like, you guys are very educational to the newbies, basically. You know, somebody at your own level may already know what you are trying to say and stuff like that, or show or something like that. You already know that. But for newbies, even somebody that is not at your level, you're still teaching.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons why, you know, the people that watch the show, I think it's because there's so many different aspects of experience, and you know, just the way, like, you know, everybody has their own little certain niche. Like Eric loves to research, and Dusty loves to buy stuff, and you know, and then he can list, like he can power list, you know, and Nikki's great at auctions, and Tara and Jim, you know, they're great at like motors, and everybody has their own little niche, you know, their own little thing that they really hone in on, you know, as far as experience. And that's one of the reasons why I think, you know, we have a good panel, and also we have a lot of people that come on and watch the show. You know, and that's the thing too, is we wouldn't be a show if we didn't have those people watching. So, you know, it's all of us. It's not just the panel that makes the show. It's all of us together, working together.
The diversity of all of you. Because like Jim, he is knowledgeable to understand what Jason has. And sometimes Jason doesn't even know what he has, but he bought it.
Right.
Because he's compulsive but OCD. Yes, Jason, I'm going to pick on you.
It's okay.
It's like, go ahead. I need somebody to pick on me.
Does that count if I list something tonight?
But
I love all this positive feedback because up until now I didn't even like this show that much.
Oh God.
I love to pick on Jason. I don't know why. I guess it's a thing.
He just has that. It's just that aura that he gives off that, you know, you just like to pick on him.
So we get along.
Yeah.
But Jim is very, very, or not Jim's. I'm so sorry. Eric. I'm so sorry. I don't know why Eric, even when I wasn't on the stream, I would think of you as a Jim. I don't know why, and I apologize. But you're Eric. I've always done that, and I don't know why. Like, I would be in a chat, and I'd say Jim, and I'm like, no, wait, his name says Eric. I apologize, Eric.
Eric, I'm not very memorable. It's okay.
I thought she said that when I'm at the gym, I think of Eric.
I did.
I didn't expect on some women, that's certain. The effect is usually, oh my God, I don't ever want to look like him. I should probably go to the gym.
No, Eric, I apologize. I do apologize. Also, it was supposed to be happy hour right now, right?
It's always happy hour somewhere.
I'm listing hour. I can't be doing happy hour when I list. I can't list from the floor. So
you aren't listening.
I just listed that.
No, you didn't. I didn't see you take pictures.
I took a picture. Go and look at my story. I got 22 listings done today. How's everybody else doing?
I have 3.
All right.
But I have a 3 and 4-year-old, so hush. But anyways, Eric is very, very educational. Like on anything that Jason brings out, he already knows what it is. Jason may know what it is, but he wants more information. Now, Jason, on the other hand, knows what to buy. He's very, very smart on what to buy. And, you know, we're all learning.
A lot of what you guys don't see, though, we do a lot of stuff behind the scenes as well.
Oh, I know that.
I mean, because like if Jason's looking at storage units, usually we're bouncing ideas off each other. So I see the stuff a lot before he even makes the buy. I'll see it, and we've already done a little bit of research on it. So
you let that be known.
Well, but to have a decent show, you want people to see it, and you want to talk about it. So
yeah,
you know, you just can't say, "Oh, here, bought this, cool." You know, you want to talk a little bit about it, but.
You guys known each other for years. I mean, that's apparent.
No, we only know each other about a year.
Not really.
You guys know each other on a personal level for years.
Nope.
No.
No?
No.
It's probably coming up on about a year now.
Not even. I think December I started hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, but you were on.
I was in the Facebook page, but.
Really?
See, I listed an item. Oh wow! I sold an item, and now I just got another offer on another item I listed tonight, so which I'm going to take.
I thought you guys knew each other a lot longer.
Nope.
I'm still trying to figure out if I like him.
Well, I like to spend everybody's money. That's my problem.
Yes, it is.
Sorry, Beth.
Yes, and every time people spend money with my advice, all they do is make money.
But it's apparent. It's the obvious.
You're cutting out a little bit. I sold a catalog and another brochure for one of those travel trailers.
Oh yeah.
And I'm torn on that unit. I really am.
Are you?
I know it's a good unit, but it's a lot of work. And the travel you're going to have to make for that thing.
I know, it's a lot.
It's going to suck.
It's
If
brutal.
only you would learn to drive with a trailer.
I know.
You just...
I've always driven a tiny car.
Need to find you and get a good
It took me a
trailer.
while to just adapt to the pickup truck.
And even then, it's not even like a real pickup. It's like a this little half pickup thing.
It's a real pickup.
It's a Ridgeline. It's not a real pickup.
It's a real pickup.
I wish I mean, I'd love to split that unit with you.
I would love for you too. Come right up.
I hate looking at a unit and knowing it's probably worth $30,000 or $40,000, but then knowing that the time frame to get it out, and then also how long is it going to take to get your money back out of that.
I don't care about the money back out as much as just the logistics of getting it.
Oh, maybe we'll get lucky and they'll pull it.
I know, that's what I'm hoping for, but it doesn't look like it. It did bump up to 170.
I don't think that unit's going to go much more than 600 or 700. Although, you know, being in New York, it's always a crapshoot. You never know. So, but I mean, that's just a ton. That's a ton of work.
Yeah.
Now, if you were to rent a box truck and just drive it up there, do you pay more on taking a box truck across, like a U-Haul or something? I mean, I know trucks are expensive, but I just don't know what
I don't
the
know.
travel is.
Does it really matter that much? I'm not worried about tolls. It's more of a...
Well, driving in that area, too, with a box truck.
Hmm?
I mean, what's the largest box truck you've ever driven?
The smallest one, and it was so many years ago that I don't even remember.
Huh.
You know, I wouldn't mind doing a box truck if it wasn't like that area. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't mind. I would jump
into freaking New York City. I mean,
yeah.
Although you're really not going to have any tight driving because it's right off the highway. It's right off. I mean, it's literally bang, bang, bang. You're off the highway, so you're not going to have trouble maneuvering. But I'm sure traffic is not fun.
I was just gonna say it's a very trafficy area, man. It's not something I even like to do. Drive there normally.
I've never driven in New York City, so I have no concept of what New York. I've been on Long Island. I've never been in New York City.
Well, usually you have to drive through Manhattan to get to Long Island.
Not if you take a plane.
Oh.
I took a plane to Long Island, to McCarran in Long Island, and I drove about an hour, and I have no idea where I ended up with. I was probably in Queens or something like that. I have no idea where I was at because I was in a limo or not limo, a service car, a Lincoln service car. I was going in for a job interview.
Ooh, Beth just brought up something cool. We should have reseller action figures. I would love to have an action figure of myself.
I have lots of action figures about myself. They were made in the 70s. They're called Weebles Wobble, but they won't fall down. If your last name is Weber and they bring those things out, you're suddenly a Weeble. Give me a Funko Pop of me or something like that. I'd be okay with that.
Oh, man. Oh, look, it's Super Val.
I was hoping she wasn't stripping underneath that thing, just hiding it from us.
Oh, man, what a disappointment. I thought that was the only thing she had on. Bummer.
Yeah, Jack Smack might have trouble with reseller action figures. He would definitely go through a few. Block me from your chat.
I would sign mine and not even charge. Someone asked a question about a 16 millimeter film. You want to do that?
Yeah, you can actually get 16. I know I got 8. I think this does 16 as well. Pull it out. Use my little hiding spot over here. Let's see if this does 16. This is a dual 8, but I think you can get them at 16 as well. These are little viewers. You actually spool the thing through, and it's got a little light source, and it'll actually project what's on there. And you can do it fast as you crank the crank right here. And so like you're watching the movie, or you can freeze it on the screen and then take a shot of it. So, I mean, they are useful. I don't know if they've got them for 16 millimeter, but this is an 8. Otherwise, you could probably use a pull-through slide scanner like this one, where you can feed it straight through and it'll project up underneath. You could probably use something like that for 16. It's a little bit bigger. So that's what I would recommend. Tiffany's battery must have died. Don't be hating on other eBayers or other YouTubers now.
I wasn't.
No, not you. The people in the chat.
Oh.
You like their stuff, you don't like their stuff, it's no big deal, one way or the other. I'm still waiting for our dumpster broadcast.
I'd love to see her upside down.
The funny thing is, this will probably be the one time she gets caught. She's on live. Next thing you know, she's running from the car.
So funny. The fucking popo rolls up. Awesome.
That would be epic. Yeah. Oh, okay. Beth says we're not hating. We're doing research and development. Okay. I would going through a dumpster. I'd be more afraid, especially where she's at, of running into a larger animal like a black bear, or a even smaller raccoons or something like that. I mean, that's what I'd be more afraid of climbing into.
I've done it back in the day, but in the shape I'm in now, I ain't about to do it.
I gotta find your last comment there, Mr. Sadie. I could do that. I mean, it's, you know, when everybody started to get really big into some of the other revenue streams like Patreon and 8 and all those different things, there were some suggestions out there that maybe we should, you know, do some one-on-one type stuff. It's just, my problem is I'm just not that motivated, and I would disappoint more than anything.
What did
I mean, I love doing it. I love going through, you know, have somebody get with somebody and do a local auction walkthrough and kind of give them an idea what stuff is worth as a service. And it's fun. I enjoy doing it because it's fun and I learn a lot. I don't know if I would want to do it as a business or anything like that. You know, but I mean, I say if someone has a question about something, you know, if I know the answer, I'll tell it. I don't really care. So, I mean, but, you know, it's one of the things, this is also kind of a job you really got to learn on your own more than anything. I mean, we can all talk about stuff, but, you know, there's some of that instinctual, I'm just going to pick that up because it looks cool. Or I think that's really wicked and I'm going to buy it, you know, that type of stuff. You got to be prepared for that stuff too. So why did I bid on that car? I don't know what I was doing. Oh, well, I'll get outbid on it.
Yeah. Oh, stop.
Oh, I didn't put that much on it, believe me. The trailer's worth 3 times what I bid on it. So. Ah, okay. That's okay. You were rambling like you've been drinking a lot. That's okay, Tiffany. So any other storage units out there?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I spend Jason's money. I spend Dusty's money. You know, I'll spend Jim's money. I don't have a problem spending people's money.
Nope, definitely not.
And I swear to God, I will stop giving advice when people lose money on something I tell them to buy.
Bastard, I can't even like disagree with that.
And you can't really disagree with me when I give you a top number on an auction and you double it and you still do well, but you have a tendency to spend more because you're like, I'm going to go in, I'm all in, I'm not going to lose.
Absolutely. You know, whenever you give me a quote number to go by, I'll usually thinking at least 60 to 80% more than that number. Easily.
I like my profit. But yeah, I mean, it's, you know, but that's I mean, you operate on a different level when it comes to your financial system than I do. So, I mean, you have a little bit more resources to pull from immediately. You know, mine is all based on business and everything. Yours is you have a cash fund backwards, you know, that you have. So, so it makes it a little bit easier to spend, you know, $1,000 or $1,200 when you're not worried about, okay, where's the next money coming from? So, but yep, I don't know. You got a little bit of organizing to do still. So,
yeah.
You have Jarts or you have Ninja Stars?
Jarts. I have
Ninja Stars somewhere. I used to play with those when I was a kid. Got one stuck in the back of my hand. I got pretty good with them. I could actually hit from about 75, 80 feet away. See, Beth's a good girl. I like Beth. She's got an aluminum baseball bat in every room and a pistol in every room as well. I got 3 pistols within reach right now. So,
wait, is one of those pistols straight down?
Well, actually, it is straight down. Let's see. What did we pull out first? The Versa.
Ooh.
We pulled it. What's next? Let's see. Again, I haven't really moved out of my chair. Oh, the 9mm. Wait. What else have we got down here? Wait. Had to reach for that one. That one's back a little further. The 1911.
Jeez. Within reach, I have like a paper clip.
Yeah. Well, that's just a little 22. That's just a fun gun. That was actually down in the gun bag. So. But it was within reach. I mean, the one that's for the house is that one. I mean, the one that's my concealed carry gun as well. So, are you back?
Yeah.
We were waiting for a live broadcast from the dumpster.
Sorry, it's too dark.
It wasn't the point. The point is you turn the camera on and say, "Hey, here I am. I'm truly in the dumpster," and then you could cut it off. We were hoping the cops were going to roll up on you at that time, and we could get like a 911 view with a phone jerking really fast as you're running down the alley.
Cops are too busy chasing all the drunk drivers tonight.
Sally.
Sorry.
Did you get anything tonight?
I found a Daytona hat with tags.
Okay.
On the beach. It's got hair on it. I'm gonna try and clean it up.
Remember the very first? No.
Just being honest, it has hair on it.
Second Police Academy movie, where Steve Guttenberg's partner is walking down the street. He's like, "Oh, look at that, a chocolate bar." Oh, it's got ants all over it.
Whoops.
Oh my gosh.
You want to see it?
Sure. Oh yeah, it's pretty hairy.
On the inside, it looks clean.
Yeah, that's what you have the little lint brush for.
Lint roller.
Yeah, I found a whole bunch in a dumpster, like
of hair.
No,
lint roller.
Oh, she's found a lot.
Probably both. No, animal hair of people. It's animal hair. It looks like a cat laid on it.
Is that or a
So
raccoon?
hopefully nobody that is allergic to cats buys it.
At least the cat wasn't smoking. I mean, you know.
Yeah, right.
That we know of.
Right.
Sally, I know this is gonna disappoint him, but it's not gonna fit.
What? What won't fit? Oh, this. I was trying to figure out the name.
She's looking for insert. She's not looking for size.
Right.
She's gonna start collecting the boob inserts.
Yeah, I am. Just so I can have something to play with. So I can have some more boobies to play with.
Yes, this is my fidget spinner.
Mine are just not enough.
Mine's a little hard sandbag. That's what I play with.
Smart and Sexy 36C, and it's not
underwire,
but it's padded.
Yeah, it's very padded.
And it's ultra bra.
Are you sure it's not a bikini?
You know, I was thinking that. They
Someone's
made bikinis. And
someone's asking in the chat if you could try that on, Sally.
How much will you give me?
Oh, wait a minute.
Sally's a little more brave than I am.
Everything has a price. No, seriously, I think the reason why that was probably thrown away was because it was too sexy or too revealing or something. They do this, like, there's anything wrong with it. I haven't really looked it over, but let me look at it real quick.
Well, just for the record, no one in the chat actually asked. It was more me.
Yeah, I thought it was you. Fucking perv. So this is Vanity Fair.
Uh-huh.
And it's just a regular
nightgown.
Purple. It's a shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Night shirt.
Cool.
Oh, and the bottoms.
And no holes, no stains that I can see. Looks good.
You spent more time at the foot of the bed than on the person?
Yeah, it's see-through. I mean, but that they think that's like too revealing or something, and I think they have rules against that. So I find a lot of Victoria's Secret stuff like that. So
see, if I go to my thrift store, there's one thrift store, I can walk in and I can buy hundreds of Victoria's Secret swim tops for 99 cents a piece.
Get it. I got one while I was at McDonald's too.
Well, you better get it because they're ending the swimsuit. They're not making swimsuits anymore. Victoria's Secret.
Yep. Well, that's because
really.
Yeah, they're getting out of that because Victoria's Secret's here in town. So this is where West Wexner owns Victoria's Secret. So they donate to this one thrift store. I've bought tons of Victoria's Secret there because the little dogs, little pink dogs. I bought a bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
You pay 99 cents, and all they ever charge is 99 cents a piece for whatever they have.
Wow.
And it's literally in big rolling bins of this stuff.
So they paid for these jeans that they made an offer for. I'm telling you what, I'm going to show you these jeans.
What?
But this shit sells because it's Premier by Route 21. Get it up here.
Who's brushing their teeth?
Me.
Oh.
Brush, 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 brush.
Brush up, brush up, brush. Brush up, brush up, brush.
Grease is the word.
Yes, grease.
Grease, yeah.
So,
Look
at a tray.
I'm Sandra D.
Digest Life says I should take advantage of them now while they last. I really don't sell that much clothing.
So you need to buy some of that shit and send it to me.
I redonated a huge bag of that stuff because I just didn't want to deal with it.
So sad.
No, on your little traveling through here, you need to stop by here and we'll go and hang out. And I'll show you where.
Can you see this?
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, they like
this. Is what I just sold.
Those are good pants. Those distressed, holy pants sell. The holier they are, the better they sell.
I take it they came from the factory with those patches and everything on it?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Okay.
Crazy, huh?
And what did you get for them?
Let me see if I go back here. Altogether, $14.10 for them.
Not bad.
I took an offer, so
yeah.
But you know, I mean,
it's going to cost you $6.30 to ship them.
Yeah.
You're going to make $8 on them, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jack Smack says that there's a Netflix documentary about jeans.
No.
Yeah, they're going to some guy in.
And where?
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
That's like an upgrade in Kentucky clothing there. And he's like, oh, I got 4 holes in it. Woo-hoo!
These last about 10 years.
These are professional holes, damn it.
That's right.
That's gonna be your work, you know.
I'm uptown now. I'm big city folk. Where these people won't call me a hillbilly. Oh, let's see.
Yeah, there wasn't much in there.
Yeah, that sounds like an interesting thing. It's a show that goes, I think this is called
Blue Gold.
Blue Gold. He says it's a show about, or a guy goes around the flea markets and buys vintage jeans. He says they, talk about where they sell them for $thousands for the right pair.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've had Big E Levi's. I had a jacket that I found in I bought a room. It was an auction. They were auctioning off this house, all the rooms in the house, and they were going to demolish the house. So you had one day to go in, and you could take whatever you want, leave the rest. And I paid a grand total of $14 or $15 for the 2 rooms that I bought. And I found a Big E Levi's jacket from the 40s, and I sold almost $300. It was in kind of rough shape, but almost $400 for it. So I mean, I'm not going to complain about that. Yeah, see, that's where vintage Levi's are huge in Japan, and you got to have the smaller sizes.
Yeah, you do.
Which is kind of opposite. I mean, people up here want vintage jeans. They got to be the bigger sizes because we're all fat bastards. But
yeah,
skinny jeans got to go.
Could get lucky and find like a sumo wrestler who needs a pair.
Oh my goodness.
Why do we hear, oh my God, then we hear like an electrical. It's like she just got electrocuted. Like, oh my god.
Actually, Digest Life says not ref distressed. That's not always true. I have found completely destroyed shorts.
Oh,
Get it?
Another cha-ching.
Shorts that have been they have holes in them. They have what do you call it? Fray. They have paint splattered on them and stuff like that, and they sell. Basically, and that's what I put in the description when they're like that, is destroyed.
Yep.
And they've sold.
What's the laughing for?
Nothing.
No secret.
There's no secret.
What the hell?
It's in the chat.
Who?
You.
I did not.
That's what it sounded like.
To fill out a vibrator.
I forget to take my headphones off when I go out of the room. Man, and maybe I need to do that. Belle's like, what the hell? What the hell are you laughing at?
What is that noise?
It's the head. It's like feedback from the.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's all
it's feedback.
Yeah, sometimes it sounds like the Swedish Chef from the Muppets. Sometimes it sounds like she's playing the freaking bagpipes. I swear to God, it sounds like the bagpipes more than anything.
I just get used to them being on my head, and I don't take them off. So.
How about Jordache jeans and Viva Sassoon? Don't know that one.
Yep.
What? I don't remember it being Viva Sassoon, is it?
Vidal Sassoon, wasn't it?
But it was
Vidal Sassoon.
No, that's a hair.
But they're just Sassoon.
Oh,
Sassoon, yeah, just Sassoon.
Yes. And Chemin
yeah,
de
Vidal
Fer.
Sassoon is
Chemin de Fer. If you ever find Chemin de Fer, those are big 80s jeans, like totally vintage. And the Rag City Blues, the ones with the zipper that goes all the way around the crotch and up the back, up the butt.
Never seen them.
Oh my God. They used to be so big when I was, yeah.
Sounds like a French perfume. La Main de Fer.
No, Chemin de Fer. Well, it probably is French, but it's yeah, it's a pair. I'm trying to think of.
How do you spell that?
I don't know. Hell if I know.
If it looks like it means Chemin de Fer, that's what you're gonna grab. Look for the fur, you know.
I don't know. Just no, defer.
Defer.
Yeah.
Okay.
As in lint roller. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you know how Jordache got their name. You know, somebody walked by the designer and said, "Hey, Jordache sticks out when you wear those."
Chemin de Fer. CHEMINDEFER.
Sounds pretty good.
Defer.
I'm trying to think of. So
you should have seen the way I spelled it to look it up.
There's Chemin de Fer. There's Rag City Blues. There's. Oh, I'm trying to think.
I had one women's pair that was. It was red. It was
okay. The first ones that come up are metallic. $370. They're $395 for them.
The Chemin de Fer.
For Chemin de Fer.
Okay. Yeah.
They're metallic. They look gold. Shiny.
Look up the rags, Sally. Look up the Rag City Blues.
Okay.
I might have sold some of those.
They are totally an 80s. totally an 80s jean. And I wanted some. And yeah, my dad was like, no.
Flip you.
Oh, I remember those. Yeah. No, I didn't sell those.
Okay.
I sold something like Rag and Bone, but it was not Rag and Bone. It was it's a New York City brand. I got like 125. I had like 3 pair, and I got like $125 a pair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the first one I'm seeing is $85.99. 5 shipping that they got. And all they had for their title was Rag City Blues Vintage.
Yeah, that's all they needed, really. I mean, they should have put size and all of that, but
or what it was, jeans or
yeah.
Or, you know.
So that's pretty good for getting that product. There must not be very many up there.
Nope. Black pair with the thing around the crotch.
Yep.
$90.
Yep.
Their black pair $64.95. Somebody sold one for $25.99. They made a big mistake doing that.
Yeah.
$12.50. So it's kind of.
Was it $25.99 in auction?
$5.99 was auction with 2 bids, but the $12.50 that's below it was $12.50 plus free shipping, and it was a buy it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do decent enough research.
Yeah. So yeah, looks like they do good.
Yeah, I always try and keep my eye out for those vintage girls jeans. Vidal Sassoon, Sergio Valenti.
Yeah, Rock Revival's pretty good. I haven't seen D Squared too, but I sold Rock Revival for decent money. I don't buy True Religion. There's way too many that were faked.
Yeah. False religion. Megan says she has 2 pairs of false religion. I accidentally bought if you'd like them.
Oh my God, Nikki, that's a tablet?
Yeah, that's her new tablet.
Yeah. Holy. It's like obnoxious in this car.
Oh my God, yeah, it's a tablet.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I love it.
Wow.
The only problem is I can't have 2 of them.
Can you make a phone call?
That's what she said.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm on the phone. Wouldn't that be awesome? Hello there.
The Samsung?
Huh?
It's a Samsung?
Yeah, Samsung
18-inch.
Samsung Galaxy View, it's called.
Galaxy View. Huh.
Holy crap.
It's 18.4 inches.
Wow.
And you're going to get a
Probably
sunburn
screen.
So.
Pretty bright too.
Oh yeah.
Look at me, ghost stories.
During the wintertime. That'll be your therapy light for the winter.
No, that's Nikki's therapy light, but that's going to be our therapy light after seeing her in that ghostly image.
I know. We're on like Paranormal Activity show now.
I want to see the dash mount for that sucker. That's all I'm saying. You know?
Actually, you know what I can do? I can go like this. Like I found this out the other day. It fits perfectly on top of my steering wheel.
Oh my God.
It's got a little holder on it. You know, it's got a little. It comes with a built-in stand. You know, and that flexes back and forth, and it has a big handle, and so I can put that stand over my steering wheel, and I'll sit right here, and I can sit here and work right on my steering wheel.
Can you still drive?
No.
The van doesn't drive anyway, though.
Just look out the window. You'll be fine. You'll be all right.
I'll have to be like Ace Ventura Pet Detective. Stick my head out the window to drive.
Look out, it's a deer. Oh, wait, no, it's a State Farm commercial.
Oh my God.
I love this thing. I just wish I could have 2 of them.
Well, why can't you have 2?
Why would we want to?
Well, because they're like $600.
Doesn't mean you can't have it. You got to pay for them.
Yeah.
Well, when you're independently wealthy like me, you know.
Yeah.
You can have anything you want.
Yeah.
Nikki's like Jay Leno. Every once in a while, we'll bring her out of retirement.
Just call me Michael Jordan. Of course, I do have the chin for Leno. I could, you know, I do have a big chin.
No one has that chin.
This thing's so big, I have to peek around it to see you guys.
That's what she said.
You know, some cases size does matter.
Size does matter.
Oh my
I'm laughing
goodness.
so hard I can't even. Hey, this would be a perfect thumbnail for the video. Look at that. That's funny. Look at what came up when I.
Oh, heck yeah. Yep. Heck yeah.
When you're as rich as Nikki, even your van has a van.
That's better than seats having seats. That's right.
Digest Life says Nikki should pull next to people and scare the shit out of them.
That's too funny.
You know, I probably could have gotten a laptop like half the price, but I have shitty internet where I live, so it's pretty bad. My mobile network is better than the internet, the hardwired internet.
Yeah.
I was worried there wouldn't be enough lighting in here.
I don't think you have to worry about that.
Yeah, right.
No, not at all. Okay.
Tablet is visible from space.
At an hour and 15 minutes.
Actually, it's 15 minutes. I thought we were over in 15.
She's
No,
we're on Central Time. Remember, we're on the wrong time. You know.
Yeah, you're on the right time. That's right.
I was like, I can break for dinner soon. I was getting all excited.
Oh my gosh. You haven't ate anything?
Nope.
No,
Why?
The wife's not home, and he's batching it right now. So.
Oh well.
I was at that place, so I didn't eat lunch till like 4.
Okay, but you got something. You're munching on something, so you're all right.
Oh yeah, these Tic Tacs will work.
Yeah.
Dinner of champions.
Only so
the time, you know, that's the rule. So with a Tic Tac, you got the little holder that tells you how one at a time.
And see my little keyboard? I got a little keyboard that it's a Bluetooth keyboard.
Uh-huh.
So I can
cool.
I can type.
Usually the keyboard's bigger than the tablet.
And I have a.
I'd hate to see her mouse. It's like 20 pounds.
No, it's not that big. It's I got it here.
What's the tablet? You don't need a mouse. Just touch the screen, right?
Yeah, you don't have to have it, but I wanted it. And the keyboard on here is probably bigger than my keyboard. But I like having the keyboard. It's kind of nice. I can use this for my phone too. It works on my phone also, the keyboard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I got a Bluetooth keyboard.
Man, you're all technical.
Of course, you got
kinds of.
That's what you always have when you're feeding yourself. Where did you get the pizza from?
I don't know, but my pizza is not as big as that tablet.
No, that's true. Oh, you haven't ordered your pizza yet, or did you order it already?
No, I got it. That's what I ate for lunch. I got a pizza because I knew I didn't want to go out again.
That said, pay no attention to the reseller behind the curtain.
Oh, digest life. Yeah, I actually got quite. I think this is my 6th jacket that I've listed today, so I've got a lot of them, and I need to get them out of here. So
Yeah.
time to. I can't sell if they're not listed. So
Thrift Daddy said the mouse is also a metal lathe. Yeah. You people are funny tonight.
Yeah.
Well, I hope people have been listing at least. So.
I just got an email. From
Listing. When does the challenge start?
I just got an email from a customer that says, "Hello, can I buy this product? Thank you."
No, I just have it listed there for you to look at it.
I know. It's a hard
Yes,
form.
you can. Go click the buy it now process. That's all you got to do. Unless is it an auction item?
No.
Oh, okay.
I've been getting a lot of these weird ones like this lately.
Are they overseas? Or are they asking can they buy it?
Well, they are overseas, but I do have shipping worldwide.
Oh, I don't know then. I was going to tell you guys, I got these DeLonghi or DeLonghi or whatever the hell they're called, DELONGHI coffee pots.
Yeah.
If they don't work, these are like used. They're like $300. New, they're like $1,000. But if they don't work, the parts sell good.
Are they espresso machines
Really
or are
good.
they coffee makers?
Espresso machine.
They are pricey.
Hmm.
Is there
Yeah,
a model number?
Very pricey. They're in the back seat.
Oh, okay. They are pricey though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I imagine the parts are just as good though.
Yeah, the parts sell really good, it looks like. So
Can you
so either way, I'm covered.
Can you insure a package to North Korea?
I don't think you can actually sell a package to North Korea. So
just kidding. No, it's south. That's where the guy is.
Yeah, so keep an eye out for that DeLonghi. That's pretty good. Pretty good name.
I will.
I damn near dropped my jaw when I saw how much those go for.
are people just stupid?
Pretty much.
That's what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just clicked on something. It's how to protect your packages on your porch. And there's this thing called Package Guard, and it's a little plate that you put your put your packages on it. The postman puts it down, and it arms it, and it sends an email saying you got a package. They dropped it on here. If someone picks it up, it has a 100 decibel alarm going off, and that's going to save your package.
Oh wow!
It might scare the guy for a second.
It might make him run a little faster with your package. Oh. It's not going to stop your package being stolen. It's like the Ring doorbell thing. That'll keep you from your packages being stolen. So no, you're going to have great video of the guy walking away with your package.
It should like squirt oil at his shoes or something.
New product, the package condom, coming to a store near you.
I just don't understand. I mean, people aren't afraid of cameras. They're not afraid of an alarm. You know, you got to lock it up. I mean,
there's just to be some little robotic arms that go out there and tie his shoelaces together.
Yeah.
How about a snare? A snare trap would be awesome.
If the guy starts to reach for the package, the little thing to reach out just baps him in the back of the head. You know, that's all you need. I mean,
Yeah. What the heck?
You can make a real good booby trap device.
Yeah.
I don't know, and it's a big Kickstarter thing.
Going out on me. She's eating. Jake.
What?
I'm sitting here starving, and Nikki's eating something behind that screen.
Where do you think she got the screen so now she can eat all she wants?
I'm eating some rice.
So Val had a tie-in, and she's having Chinese. Mm.
Yep.
And poor Jason has leftover Italian.
Oh, poor thing. You'll be fine.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Oh, Beth's husband apparently sells too.
Mm.
Do you guys sell on the same account, or do you guys have separate accounts?
That's what my husband's going to do. He's going to take over my other store
That's good.
when he starts. Well, if he has any tractors or tractor parts left over to sell on eBay, he's been selling everything locally. It's like crazy.
Oh, no, no, that either.
Yeah, no fees. And no, well, I don't really want to say it.
No returns.
No. No IRS.
Oh yeah.
That's true. The tablet went to sleep. Sorry, I'm eating on your show. I'm hungry.
Oh.
Well, it's only a 12-hour show. I mean, there was plenty of time for it before or after. I mean,
I think everybody did great. I appreciate everybody hanging in there with us, and you know, we knew that, you know, things was going to happen and people had things that they were going to do and go to, and you know, it's kind of hard to stay on the show for 12 hours straight. So
it's like 2 o'clock for you, Jason?
Huh?
Is it like, is it going to be like 2 o'clock for you, Jason, when this is over? Or 1 o'clock?
Oh, I think 1.
1 o'clock.
I can tell you right now, I don't think I'm going to last much longer.
Did you order pizza?
No, I haven't. It's not just a food thing. I'm tired.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know why loading all that stuff into the back of your truck. I don't know why you're tired.
What's making me worse is that my dog is sleeping under the desk in his dog bed and he's snoring.
Oh, that's awful.
So you're hearing.
Yeah.
That is the worst. That makes you. My dogs make me lazy sometimes.
Yep.
Like,
absolutely.
I'll be in bed and I'm like, okay, I got to get up. Yeah, they'll come and lay. My Toby, he lays right underneath my boobs this way. You know, he'll have his head hanging off here, his ass hanging off here. But he literally lays on me, and it makes me even more lazy. Makes me not want to get up at all.
Yeah, mine he'll crawl up next to me in bed and snuggle up, and he'll work his way underneath the covers, and then we're both out. You know, it's like, hey, why not? You know.
My other dog lays around my neck. Prancer.
Mm.
That's a little too close.
On top of
what?
That's a little too close for me.
And says he's my necklace.
So is anybody watching live PD right now? I don't know what's that?
I have no idea.
I don't have TV.
PD, the police show. I don't know.
Oh, Jessica watches that sometimes. It's like a
Oh,
live police show, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
to it.
it's dumb.
Oh.
Just saying.
you want to see what Greenville's like on the live PD show? Oh, it's like Cops, but it's live. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, I don't do Cops. Just Bad Boys. Nope, just kidding. I'll just stop right there.
You got any bad boys in the chat that want to take on Valerie?
Oh God, Nikki, Nicole. Oh my God.
Nikki's always looking to expand her revenue streams, and apparently pimping is one of them.
Oh my God. I can't believe you did that.
Because I can.
I am sure my face is like a beet red right now. I can feel it. It's burning.
Now, if they had Cops back in the early 80s, I might have made an appearance or two, but
what?
Keeping her band strong.
They're talking about, relatives in the shows like that. And I said, if it was Cops back in the 80s, might have been on an episode or two back then. Yeah. A Datsun 260Z hopped up will outrun a police car.
I don't have TV. And they want me to see what Greenville is like. I don't have TV.
Well, just the fact that Greenville is on the show,
yeah, that should be that's a red flag.
So we can cross Greenville off the potential places to live for Valerie.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of marked that one off. Megan says, trying to understand why my guy has been so grumpy lately. I don't know if you want me to read this out loud or not. It doesn't say not to, but I think his 5 to 1:30 Monday through Friday is getting to him, but I can't seem to get him excited about eBay anymore. Maybe I'm working too much, but I want him to be able to quit and work with me. Yeah, I mean, maybe he's just tired.
You gotta make sure that you're both working in the right direction or in the same direction, I should say.
Yeah.
Because like my husband used to sell on eBay too, but it's only because I insisted that he tried to do it. And he hated it. He hated every bit of it. So now he just he'll do some of my shipping for me because he knows that I hate doing shipping, but other than that, he will not he won't usually answer questions or do any of that for me. So you just need to make sure that it's something that he wants to do, because maybe it's the stuff that he's listing, maybe that's not interesting him enough. Maybe he needs to find something that he's more interested in selling. Let him pick out his own items to list, stuff like that. I don't know if he already does that or not, but it does help if he's picking out his own items to resell, because then it's something that he's possibly interested in.
Not for everybody.
No, and eBay is not for everybody. Just like my husband, he doesn't have that selling mentality. He just does not. Nope, he's tried it before to where it was like a pyramid thing. He tried that. He couldn't do it because he didn't want to get out there and sell. He he is not like a very people person, you know, or anything like that, unless he knows you. And stuff like that, you have to talk to people that you don't know.
Yeah.
And we do this every day on eBay. You know, we talk to people that we don't know. So, you know, it just has to be something that he wants to do. If he doesn't want to do that, then, you know, tell him to go do something else. Well, you know, you got to get something to motivate him. You know, maybe money will end up being a motivation.
He loves sourcing, but he can't get him excited about listing on his own account again. So, I mean, he likes to buy. I mean, which is fine. I mean, if he buys good stuff, then let him be the buyer.
Yeah, that's true. He can do that part, and you could be the lister, and he can do the shipping. So he could do the sourcing and the shipping, and you could do the he could do the listing. You know.
Now, see, like me and my husband, now he works a job right now, but he's wanting to quit within this year. But we love going to auctions. I mean, together. Like if we're just looking for something to do, we're looking for an auction. You know, we just love going to auctions.
Yeah.
Maybe if you guys like doing something like that together, you know. Daddy said tipping is Satan's asshole.
I don't mind the listing. I don't mind the pictures. I don't mind the shipping. I mean, sourcing is fun because you get to go out and see stuff. But I mean, there's not a part of it I hate. You know, to me personally, I mean, I kind of enjoy it all. I mean, I really like seeing something where you buy something cheap and you sell it for really good money. That's always the best fun out of it. But,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
you have a magic classic. So he would get the fun part and I would get stuck with everything else. Nope.
Pretty much.
Well, ain't that how marriage is?
That's usually from the guy's perspective, you know.
Yeah.
Tired from the job, it just means he's just probably job weary.
Yeah.
I think you know, maybe if you kind of did a little bit of a trial, maybe even, you know, try that out and see what he thinks, and then, you know, maybe, because I mean, we're all tired. You know, we're all tired, and we're all you know, but this venture, this business, it helps us, you know, it gives us energy because we're working for ourselves, and we're, you know, trying to do better, and it's an everyday thing, all day thing, and it's a lifestyle, really.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, if you get him excited about, you know, the sourcing, or, you know, something like that, then maybe, you know, he'd be willing to suffer through the tiredness and, you know, get excited about it.
What I would do for somebody has experience and enjoys, you know, doesn't mind, you know, selling or buying and things like that, have them buy what they like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how they can turn it into an income stream. You know, if you start out buying things you like and you know and have some knowledge of, then it's fun to buy. And then it's almost like you're a collector, but you're just moving that collection on all the time. You're constantly churning it. And you can kind of get that excitement back. I mean, especially after that first month or two, when you're, you know, all that stuff, all that money we spent, well, we got our money back, plus we put another $400 or $500 in the bank. And those are the type of things that start making it, you know, more fun when you're actually making money doing it. Too many people take on eBay as an income stream, and they don't make any money out of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they're constantly spending their profits, or they're not making enough profit to even pay to have the business going. Yeah, I don't know how many people I've run across that sell on eBay to support their collecting habit, but they never sell enough to get ahead of the game.
Not to change the subject, Eric, but Remember you were telling me about that barn pulleys and stuff that I missed the auction today?
Oh, was that today? I wasn't sure if that was today's auction, but
yeah, no, I just looked it up. It's September 9th.
Ah, okay. Wow.
No, you had me worried, man.
Okay, well, I guess you can plan ahead for that one.
Just an FYI. Yeah. Remind me in a month.
Shit, in a month I'll barely remember it myself. They basically took down an old antique barn and they're selling the whole thing. So you can buy everything from the flagstone floor to the beams and everything that was inside of it.
Nice.
It's really cool. Good money in that stuff too. That's big dollars. Yeah, that stuff will probably bring 40 or 50 grand by the time they're done with all the wood. Is that the auction?
No, a different one, but check out the cars. We're a bunch of kids.
I was sitting here talking to myself, wondering why Eric and Jason were like talking right over me. I was like, God, that's rude. Anyway.
That's okay, Nikki. Even if you were talking, we would have talked right over you anyway. So.
Anyways, I have my old pump house, and I sold a bunch of the wood off of there, and for good money.
Oh yeah,
it was the old milking house when this original farm was going, and I sold. There was all kinds of different like things that hang on the wall and stuff, and all kinds of stuff in there. I sold because it collapsed. I love that building, but it ended up collapsing in a windstorm, and so I figured, well, I might as well make money out of it, right? Yeah, I sold a lot of the wood. I got to sell some more. But.
This is one that was taken down.
Yeah. No, mine was taken down.
There's some really cool stuff in that auction.
I don't like it at all, but I thought the cars were cool.
I got 8 shipping containers for aircraft engines. I mean, come on, that's cool. Army shipping containers. Yeah, there's not a lot else there. I mean, you know, all the international harvesters and the Jeeps and everything. So they're all in really rough shape.
Yeah.
Plus, it's in Maryland, so yeah.
Oh, it is? I didn't even see that.
In Sykesville.
Are y'all getting tired now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Tara's still here?
I just got back in the house. I just burned our burn pile.
Oh, I was like, I haven't heard your voice in a long time.
Yeah, but I don't know. Whenever I said, yeah, I'm going to go burn the burn pile now.
Oh.
As the black smoke dissipated now?
Yeah. It's got a nice good cool bed working for the night.
Swift Daddy said milking house ? Oh, for the horses.
So is Jim out there with some hot dogs and some
No, he's back in the house. No, we're done.
Marshmallows.
He sat out there when it's flamed up because you got to attend your fire, and then when the fire goes down, where it looks like it's mostly coal bled with lower flames, then we come back in the house.
Yeah. Yeah, because if they drive up and you're not out there with your fire, holy shit.
Yeah, this one's hard to see because it's on the back of my acreage piece, and then the acreage behind me is another acreage piece, so it's kind of out in the woods.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't get called in because you can't see it from the road.
Oh, that's
I mean, unless we started the woods on fire or something, which you're not going to do.
Yeah.
Are you speaking from experience, Beth? It's like to anyone who has separate accounts with their spouse, beat it in their head that if they F up royally and their account goes down in flames, every account in the household goes with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Everyone at that address.
An IP address, yeah. Yeah, I took all my packages to the post office too. Grandma Magic Classics takes hers. Just easier. That's a lot of selling accounts on one address. What are you watching, Jason?
That's not me.
Oh,
It's. I think.
What?
I think your Fallout 4 music is playing in the background.
Are you watching porno back there?
No, he plays. Him and my son got into. Not that Jim sits around and plays video games, but at night now when he's all done, he's into Fallout 4. So it plays like this 1940s and 50s music in it because it's supposed to be like the bomb dropped, I think, in the 50s or whatever. So it has all this old time music it plays while you're playing it.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that game. I know what you mean.
Hey, give me the bong. I want to smoke some dope and play more video games. Give me my bong, woman.
I never got into video games.
And we don't either, but for whatever reason, my son and him kind of started playing this one together, and then he said it's kind of actually.
Well, I like to build things. I don't like to fight people, but
he likes the building
you
stuff.
You can build buildings and stuff, which I think is cool. Yeah, building 10-story buildings are cool.
I used to play Skylanders with my son, but then he yelled at me too much because I wasn't doing it right, so I stopped playing with him.
Yeah, it's hard to play with our kid too, but I don't play. Well, I don't really play video games. I'll play Star Wars, Battlefront some, but that's the only video game I play, and I don't play it that much.
Yeah, I just never quite got into them, and we bought him Skylanders, and we got it on the Wii because it was on PC first, which is what I prefer, and then they took it off the PC platform and only went to console, so I had to get him a Wii and a console, so I got him a Wii, and then we played on that, and so we would play together because he was still learning how to play the games and everything. But after a while, he just passed me up on his knowledge and how fast he can do stuff. He just No, don't do that. Don't go over here. Do that. Go over there. I'm like, I can't play with you anymore. You got gamer rage, and I'm not even that interested. So
yeah, and Brandon's probably like 20 or 30 levels higher than Jim now, you know. So anyway,
that's more
my son will watch the YouTube videos. They'll do these like crazy YouTube videos where they'll like reverse engineer a whole storyline for like Fallout and all these different scenarios for like grown-ups are doing these videos. It's insane. He watches them, but anyway, I'm like, who the heck has time to think of this reverse engineered story about this video game? It's insane.
But anyway, that's what he spends the majority of his time watching those videos, learning how to play the games, and then I get him the game, and he beats them in like 3 days.
Yeah.
If he gets a video game that he doesn't know anything about, he'll go on YouTube and learn how to play it, and he memorizes it, and then goes and plays the game and just smokes it.
Yeah.
I mean, the last Skylanders game I got, these things are supposed to take you, a month, 2 months to beat, and he can beat them in 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
So that's a good auction, Jason.
Cool cars.
I don't have the money to play in that auction. I think you have the money to play in that auction.
Mm-mm.
There was a story coming up that
the first red one
had a Honda motorcycle in it. I was thinking about bidding on.
What's the very first car? The red one.
That was a Chevelle, wasn't it? Yeah, it's a Chevelle.
Oh.
Or a Corvette. Wait a minute. Maybe I'm wrong. No, I'm sorry. It's a Corvette convertible.
They're at $1. but they all have outboards hanging off the back of them. But look at like
Where
this.
are they at?
They're like tomahawk, but look at see like this. I mean, it's just got like trees growing it and shit. But I mean, I suppose you could take the pontoon to scrap and just pull the
Yeah,
outboard
just rent
off.
the trailer and go pick them up.
Looks like a lot of work.
You were getting ready to move and you're thinking about buying more boats?
Well, no, it's an online auction that has these old pontoon boats on. I would just take the pontoon boat, probably send it to scrap, and then pull the outboard motor off the back of it.
I thought people loved old pontoon boats.
Well, these got like trees growing in them and shit like that. I mean, they got probably about that much pine needles in them. They got a whole ecosystem growing on the deck.
When the tree growing through it gets to be 4 inches around, that's when I scrap it.
Oh, Jim, you just don't like to put the work in. I know.
No, yeah, we're not rebuilding pontoon
No,
boats.
I mean they're all bent up, and I mean, yeah, they're bad. Trust me, when I say they're bad, they're effed up. I'm very forgiving. Way too forgiving.
Is it the ones on that auction you told me about with the tractor? Yeah, those were pretty bad.
Yeah. They got about, I don't know, there must be 6 aluminum rowboats here, which actually we do sell a lot of aluminum rowboats, and they're all pretty cheap. I said, geez, if they go cheap, I'd pick them up, and yeah, because I'll probably be here next year, it looks, and I can sell them in the spring or whatever.
Hmm.
Oh my god, I used to want.
I like this one better.
Have you ever bid on this auction site, Nikki? How does their stuff go?
On that carrying transition?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets it.
Does it get bid up pretty good or no?
I've never really watched any auctions on there because they're never close enough.
No.
It's a fairly well followed auction site, so they do get quite a few bids at the end.
No.
Eric, did you see the VW at the very end in the storage container?
I was looking at the MG that was in there as well, but let's see. Let me look at the back of it.
It's right next to those pictures.
That's like a 68 to 72. The MG's a post 74. I think it's a midget, which you and I are not fitting into.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I owned one. Believe me. I didn't get into the car. I put it on. You know, it was one of those type of cars.
That's great.
I kid you not. I mean, it was slide in and wiggle your way down into the seat. You're sitting there almost with your legs cocked out this way just so you could drive it. But
that's funny.
There's some really cool stuff there. That coat clock's really good. I like. Is that a cutter with a big red wheel on it?
I think it's a meat slicer, right?
It might be. I mean, it's cool, and I know it's fairly valuable, but it's huge. So.
Yeah, it's a meat slicer.
I like the blue wagon. I think it's a VW as well.
What is that wagon?
I'm trying to see.
Tara, did you ever get this question? Jack Smack asked if y'all got the place you were looking at.
No, because I gotta get the buyer to buy my place.
That guy never came through yet?
Yeah. Well, there's a guy that's looking at it, but I don't. He wants to buy the whole rest of my land that's left, and I think we're a little too far apart on price. I know he's got the money, but I also know he's a super cheap ass.
Yeah.
So if it works out, it works out. If it don't, it don't. But I do have to sell mine first. I have to sell part of mine first. I have to at least sell the commercial building part of mine first before I can do anything.
Yeah.
I'm reading the
But you never
description.
know.
I'm not sure which one it is.
There's been other people looking at it and stuff, so you never know. It just takes one, so I try not to think about it.
Oh, it's a 67 bug.
67. That's okay. That's got a wrong. It's got the wrong deck lid on it. If it's a 67, it's got the wrong deck lid on it, which is super hard to find. Let's try to see what the oh, that's a Corvair station wagon. Huh.
Oh, the Lakewood.
Yeah. I'm not a super familiar with Corvair stuff. Yep, 75 MG convertible. There's a lot of good things there. I mean, it's just the good thing. There's nothing super high dollar there as far as cars, except for the 56 Chevy and the 57. Although the 55 Packard is pretty good too, but. In Harrisburg or close. So.
Well, I'm going to bed and eat. Good night.
Good night.
Okay.
I almost made it.
Almost made it. You almost made it.
Quitter.
I almost made it.
Except almost doesn't count except in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Okay.
It's like straight life going. Bye. I'm out.
Bye, everyone. Peace.
Bye.
So what is everybody doing tomorrow? Anything exciting?
I'm gonna do some work outside.
I'm gonna go.
I gotta mow.
I really need to work on my garage.
Mow and
I
weed eat.
my garage too, but I don't know if it'll happen or not.
A danged old critter. If he's still out there, you ain't gonna do nothing out there, huh?
If you don't get rid of that critter now, you're gonna have lots of little critters sooner or later.
True enough.
Hey, Jim was out. We were working in that pole barn today, and it must have came in after something. There was a big, huge snake in there because the door was open. I didn't see it, but I'm scared to death of snakes. I hate snakes.
Hey, I love snakes. It's eating something. Wherever that snake's eating, I'm glad it's eating it.
Yeah, Brandon told me that he chased a snake out of our yard earlier.
Oh yeah.
Right before we left to go to that barbecue, he chased a snake out of the yard. He said it was pretty long.
So was he like running down the side of the yard, hair shorts, no shirt, screaming, "Get out of here, snake! Get out of here! Get out of here now!"
No, he was in the backyard and he was chasing it towards the woods. Actually closed.
Too much stuff.
Well, we don't see snakes that often. We've lived here for what, 3 years? Maybe it's just 2.
2 or 3.
And we've seen 2 snakes here so far, and they've both been within the last week.
I'm surprised with water where you guys are at, you don't see more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see a lot here either. I maybe see 1 or 2 a year in the summer. But I think they come out because we get a lot of toads and stuff around here and tree frogs. I think they eat those too.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
When I used to gallop racehorses at a conditioning farm that was about a half-hour south of me, and they were infested with mice. And in the summer, they were infested with snakes. And I hate snakes, but I mean, the snakes would be right in the barn aisle and everything. It was insane.
Wow. It should chase it into the garage.
He'd scream like a girl.
We used to bale hay, and you'd pick them up in a hay baler, and then they'd be halfway out of the bale, but they'd be kind of messed up, but they're like super wiggly and stuff, you know, which is also sort of gross.
Mm-hmm.
I look at the chat. That's what my son wants to do. He wants to make YouTube videos about video games.
Oh, really? Yeah.
His life
I think my
position.
son. I think he's mentioned it. My son's mentioned it to me too. He's always like, "Well, can I have my own YouTube account?" I'm like, "No."
How old is he?
He's 9.
A little young for it.
Yeah, I think you have to be. You're supposed to be 12, I think, but no, I don't think. I don't want him to do it yet.
Yeah. A lot of weirdos on there.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Don't all speak at once.
Yeah.
I know. Man.
Beth said she's talking about the Goodwill having their color change tomorrow. Ours have certain color half off all week. They changed the color on Sunday morning. Holy cow, it's like reseller hell in there. Sounds like a casino with all the cha-chings. We do that at our auction too. You hear cha-ching, and all of a sudden all these people are looking at their phones.
Yeah.
I always hate when mine cha-chings in the auction, because then the auctioneer's like, "You're making money, buy some more."
Yeah, that is something you can do. I mean, if you're getting money coming in, you're on a budget, well, you can increase your budget.
Yeah. Well, there's no better feeling when you're out spending money than hear yourself making money while you're out there. So
Yeah.
A nice day when you go out, you blow a bunch of money, and you realize that the cha-chings actually put more money in your pocket than you just spent.
Yeah. That's another good feeling. It's especially a good feeling when you're out spending money on something that's not reselling.
Yeah. And you hear that cha-ching, then it feels good. Or sometimes, like when we're out to supper with my dad or whatever, and all of a sudden you hear the cha-ching go through, and my dad's like, "Well, I guess you're buying dinner."
Mhm.
And my husband, he must have been tired. He fell asleep almost instantly when he got home. He sat in the recliner and fell asleep. What was he up to today? Was he working today? Or working for? No, he went and helped my dad for all day. Him and my dad were doing something. Probably something for the steam show. That's less than a month away, so. Yeah. Well, there are these people that wanted they wanted my dad to take some of his parts off the steam engine and take them down and have them casted because they're trying to rebuild a steam engine. Uh-huh. And but even though there's no other steam engine like my dad's, his is the only one of its kind. But some of the parts that they wanted are like ones that they're the same as on theirs. But so he took a bunch of parts off the steam engine last summer and had them casted, and then now they got to go and repaint them and put them back on.
So the question is, does anybody really win in a 12-hour marathon?
I don't know. What did he say? He said, does anybody really win in a 12-hour marathon? Were you? I thought I heard you snoring.
Yeah, I doze off and then I run my controller all the way over the place. I can't even stay awake. I got to complete this building.
Oh, boy.
It's 10 stories tall. Where else can you build a 10-story building by yourself?
Legos.
It's like digital Legos is what it is, but they also have artificial intelligent like settlers that settle in your towns, and then they'll like do stuff inside. I'll put like beds and shops and different things in these 10-story buildings. It's just kind of cool. It's like a little ant farm. You watch what these artificial intelligence critters do.
Sounds like a Good Game Empire or whatever.
My son, he asked me to get him a game. It was one of these battle games where you can play as all kinds of different things. And he played it for like 3 days straight. And he's like, okay, I'm done with that one. I'm like, what do you mean you're done with it? It's a game that never ends. He's like, no, I played it all the different armies and it was okay. And I'm like, okay.
My son,
such a furious pace.
My son was playing Plants vs. Zombies, like the Garden Warfare game. And I'll have it where it's live because you're playing with other people, and he's wearing the headset or whatever. And he must have did something wrong, and somebody said something to him, and he won't play the game anymore now.
Uh-oh.
I don't think they like swore at him. I don't know what they said because he had the headphones on, or whatever. But anyway, yeah, they must have said something, and he won't play it anymore now. This happened probably maybe 3 or 4 months ago.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I had to delete the comments off my son's YouTube that he does, because he got into a war of words with somebody on there, and he just had to have an understanding that people are going to say bad things, you just have to ignore them. And
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the Plants vs. Zombies?
Yeah. Somebody said, I don't know, what did they say?
It was a Spanish guy, because I heard part of it before. I said, is he talking to you? Because I could hear it through the headphones. The guy was yelling. I'm like, Brandon, is he yelling at you? It was a guy and his kids apparently were playing as a team, and Brandon wound up randomly on this team. And the guy's like yelling at Brandon he's not playing it right or whatever, and then he just never played it again.
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
Yeah.
Guy takes his video games seriously.
Well, we had all kinds of trouble with that game anyway, loading and playing correctly anyhow. And so my son, he likes playing the other Plants vs. Zombies, but there's one level we couldn't get past. In Plants vs. Zombies 2, it was one with where the chickens attack you, and I couldn't beat it, he couldn't beat it, and so he doesn't play that game that much anymore. He's all about Bendy and the Ink Machine right now.
Well, that Star Wars what's it called?
Battlefront.
It's a similar situation, except you can't talk to each other.
Well, I think you could I think you could enable it where you could talk through headphones.
But you can't talk to strangers.
Yeah, you have to be on a team.
Yeah, that's just, if you're playing these games with strangers and it's, you're doing things where people make mistakes and stuff, it's just a recipe for disaster, Yeah. It's like on the expressway. You're going to get road rage.
Yeah, and you have like an adult who probably takes the game super seriously, and then you have kids who are playing it, you know what I mean? And
Did it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It has definitely been a cha-chinging Saturday.
Yeah, it was a pretty good Saturday.
I gotta get rid of it, don't you know? Otherwise, if I don't get rid of my eBay notice, any other notice that comes into my phone will make it ka-ching.
If we could sell like another $30-some, we'd have a $500 day.
Nice.
It's gonna stop. It's gonna stop just short of it.
Yeah, you got 20 minutes.
Yeah, it won't.
Wanna go buy something from you?
No. Yeah, okay, yeah, Nikki, go buy something from me.
Just wait till they're having a $0 day, then do a return at the same time.
Oh my God! Oh, no way. No, I think it read the same thing, or somebody bid on something.
Nope. It's it's a bid. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
The Great Courses. Nature of the Earth.
Oh yeah, that's that
DVD
stupid
set.
DVD set.
Sounds stupid. Why would you list something?
Well, I'm selling
Sounds
it.
like some of the hippies would list.
I'm selling it, so whatever.
I don't want to propagate this kind of.
Get it?
Nah, it's somebody bid. It's somebody shoring up their own bid because they got to have this stupid. What the hell is it? I'm gonna. The Great Courses.
No, we sold something. Our total went up, I think.
Yeah, that other thing. Whatever the hell I said. That other thing. I'm so tired. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. It's the Great Courses Nature of the Earth Teaching Company DVD set with guidebook. It sounds stupid. Oh my God, Nikki, did you just buy this? Was it what Nikki just bought?
No,
Nikki,
it's
cool when you buy it, Nikki.
No, Nikki would told her to buy it so that we do $500 today.
Don't worry, it's all going to the freaking veterinarian, so we ain't gonna see any of it.
Oh boy. Well, that's really tough when you don't bring the dog home,
Well, I didn't spend anything. I'd have paid anything I had to save him, but
yeah.
Oh, you guys lost a pup?
Yeah.
Lost our rat terrier last weekend.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. So you do what you can. We did the best we could, and didn't make it. So.
Yeah, that's the way mine was for Mason. I took him to the vet, and $1,200 later, I don't even have a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to help you out a little. Going to play some, and you can do some.
I thought, isn't it bedtime? It's almost midnight.
Okay, and you know I like those walls, so just do them that way. If I come back, my walls ain't right.
They're gonna clip to each other.
Yeah, and I want the kind where you can see out because I don't want to obstruct the view.
Like,
when people live in my towers, I want them to get the most awesome experience. I have the best towers.
What happened? I put love in.
Oh. My towers would be a gift from the Almighty.
I think I just made it.
Oh, even our viewers made it till midnight. That was pretty cool.
I know.
Yeah. You had a lot of people that were right during the day and everything. Really stuck through it.
I know Jack has been here pretty much most of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought maybe in like the last 2 hours, everybody start talking like, yeah, I'm coming to you from the night show with some relaxing sounds.
We could do Gilbert Godfrey up all night.
Yeah, now they all have the munchies because nobody's eating anything.
Guess what? I accidentally make your player cripple, Dad.
Oh, did you walk off the edge? No.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. You have a lot of stim packs, aren't you? Actually, you have
Yeah, because I never hear myself.
Looks like you got some beds.
Okay, you're good now. You don't have to build anything. Just cancel. Okay, just here's where the walls are.
I'm just going to the part where I saw. Take it.
Oh yeah, if you could wall, that'd be great.
Yeah, and decorate it all. With modern new content, Silver's definitely going to live here. I've just add decorations to it, Elon.
Oh, Jill Wilson said it's the Listing After Dark show.
There you go.
Do the walls first. So.
Jack, for being here all day, says I blame the booze and Amazon. You're not going to blame that you just like us?
Okay, that's a bad corner of the chair. You can't.
What do you call it? Look. Put it back where it is. It close.
No, but you made it rotate. How do you start this?
You know, who doesn't like sitting in their car? I'm sitting out here with peace and quiet.
There you go.
I got power from my tablets. I got AC. I brought my dinner out here and ate it.
You got it made.
I got it made. Nobody's bugging me out here. I don't have a dog bugging me. I don't have a husband.
Except you got to pee right now.
I'll just go outside and squat. I live in the country. I have baby wipes in my purse.
Don't worry about that. Just do your. No, leave that.
I usually don't poop till morning, so I'm good for that.
Oh boy, Nikki, that was too much personal information.
Nobody's talked about poop today.
I know. I don't want to know your physical poop schedule. Sorry.
In the last little bit.
Nikki, it's not the poops you plan. It's not the poops you plan for. It's the ones that surprise you.
Oh
Yeah. What?
And how?
My husband was pretty impressed at how hard I worked on the house today.
Good.
Oh, there you go.
He goes, "Oh, I didn't think anything would have been done around the house. I figured you were out rummage selling all day." It looks nice. Yeah, I worked really hard on it today. I cleaned all day. Little does he know, it took me about 15 minutes. I love that.
Couple of dishes and
Yeah, I just made it look good, spiffied it up good.
yeah. Threw the stuff in the closet.
Yeah, fluff the pillows, we're good.
No, put a corner in there.
Oh. These corners?
No, go all the way. Keep going.
Okay, the big corner's going to be
Very good, that one.
He usually doesn't say anything about me doing housework or whatever, but I still like it to look like I did something if I've been home all day. That's more me being self-conscious than anything, but
there.
Tim says, "Are you still considering a 24-hour challenge next time?" It's a
Oh,
possibility. We
Oh
could
my
do
God.
it.
Might have to do that in shifts.
Yeah, somebody'd have to be able to sleep a little bit in between. It'd be something. Be something never done before.
it was done.
It was?
There was a 24-hour live stream before.
Who did it?
Hmm.
Cool Toads.
Was it Cool Toads?
Was it Cool
No,
Toads?
it's only done by a rock star.
Really?
Oh, really? Oh, see, I never watched that channel, so I wouldn't know that.
Yeah, he probably drinks all that, whatever
Oh, yeah.
kids drink.
Red Bull,
Yeah.
Rockstar.
I didn't watch it, but
Hey, Dad, actually, you can have beds.
I just heard that he did it. I didn't watch it.
Get some Red Bull and a shot glass.
I
and then
can't drink Red Bull.
Do methamphetamine bombs.
Yeah.
Guess what? That's enough dreams, kind of like Fallout 4, like pretend you take a painting.
Oh, shush. Let Randy out.
Like you take a building from a bar or something, or you go to wrong areas.
Yeah.
You can get caught, but the wrong areas and saying that in Fallout 4. Like pretend you go behind a bar where the bartenders stand.
Yeah.
That can happen. And you can drown in water.
Yes, that's why I don't like that. I like this better. Only bunk beds.
Well, Megan said that
Ew,
wasn't like a working hangout, though. It was just 24 hours a cake.
Well, I just leave it.
What?
24 hours of Casey.
Oh,
Amazing.
God.
Oh, God. Must have been enlightening.
Wow.
And Dave, don't forget Dave.
Oh,
Hour 20. Watch Colvins go down. Up and down. Up and down. It looks like my car's flying. I'm terrible.
Somebody said they miss Cool Toads. Is he still around?
Yeah. He's doing baseball.
He doesn't
videos.
do a show anymore.
No, but he does do unboxing videos because he's into sports cards now.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's mostly all baseball cards. Not my thing, but if you're into cards,
But if you want to hear cool
he's got people watching. I mean, he's got watchers, so. He's the same guy. I mean, the personality and stuff is the same. So.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to listen to. I mean, it's easy to listen to.
Yeah.
When I check the settlers can't get to the beds.
I don't think he resells anymore, does he, Nikki? Did he totally quit?
Yeah, I think he's done with it now. He was dabbling in. I think. Well, yeah, he was dabbling back into it, but I think he's pretty much done with it. I don't know. He kind of goes back and forth.
Yeah.
I think they're actually thinking about moving to Missouri.
Yeah. He's doing really good, actually. He lost a ton of weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that lost a ton of weight. He's doing really good. Yeah. As far as that goes.
He didn't lose the headband, though, with the orange hair.
Oh,
nope.
Yeah, he still wears it.
That's his trademark right there.
Yeah, I haven't seen Cherry Vintage around for a long time either.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was commenting on a lot of shows and stuff. I haven't seen her around in a long time either. Jack Speck says, I'm still waiting for the day Dave slaps the shit out of Casey. It's a goofy guy he's got on there with him sometimes. He's kind of an older guy. He sells like a lot of jeans and stuff. It's like his sidekick or something.
Oh,
I don't.
Like his Ed McMahon.
Yeah. I mean, I've only watched the show maybe like twice. I mean, I really don't ever watch it.
I don't watch it.
Most of the time, to tell you the truth, I don't like watching shows where it's just one person on there talking and they're just answering questions in the chat or like talking to the chat. Mostly, I usually like to have them on with another person.
Yeah.
Like information.
Well, it feels more like you're being talked to than talked with.
Right.
Yeah, and he really doesn't say anything, you know.
Well,
that's not shitty, I know, but anyway, it is.
It's late at night. I'm sure no one it's safe now. Say what you really mean.
Are horse tails worth anything?
Yeah, if you can get switches or whatever. Or sometimes people will they'll send her into the switch company to have like I'll say a natural tail, you know, made into a tail switch. Yeah, there's value.
Yeah, and put well worn in the description.
Depends on the length and stuff.
I'll send you some pics you can see.
This is real horse hair. It's not my armpit hair. Okay, shh.
It's got the.
I got my own head back there. Oh, Johnny, you're hilarious.
Well, that's a nice one. That's a
that is a nice one.
It's an AQHA one. I mean, it's at least $100.
Nice.
All right, come on, guys.
Will they cut it off the horse, like off of dead horses, or what?
Yeah.
Well, no, you can cut it off with it. I've heard of people having their tails stolen. They don't take the bone off; they just cut the hair off.
Yeah, but that one's not made from a stolen.
Yeah, when they're dead, yeah. If it's got a really nice tail, you're not going to send it to in the ground with. They're nice. I mean, they're probably about. If they're like, I mean, they're probably $100 to $150 a piece. Resale value on them.
Yeah. Their happiness is going on.
Ones
So
that
people aren't out there like
ones
trimming
at
their
25,
horses and letting it grow back or what?
No, not you wouldn't usually take your own tail off your own horse.
It don't grow back.
Yeah, it takes forever to grow back. It never really will if you cut it off short.
Anybody need an International Harvester McCormick Farmall Cub tractor?
Oh, I've always wanted one. Yes, I
One
love
for
it.
for $245 right now.
Holy shit, where's that at?
Nice. Has anyone ever sold parts off of a wrecked car? Yes, lots of times. Car parts sell really good usually.
And then when you're done taking the parts off and selling them, then you take it to the junkyard.
Yep.
Because
It was funny. We had these 2 cars, and my husband talked about sending them to the junkyard, right? So I started researching, and I started taking like handles and stuff like that all off the interior of the car, right? And all of a sudden he comes home, he goes, "Yeah, I got a guy that wants to buy both cars." If I get them going again, I was like, "Oh, they're not going to the junkyard?" He's like, "No." And he goes, "Why?" I says, well, I just took a bunch of parts off those cars and listed them on eBay." He goes, "Don't put them back on the car."
Yeah, but
because they had, he was going to put new motors in them and use them. So he needed he was going to put parts into them because the bodies and the inside look good. But so, yeah, he definitely needed the parts back on the car.
But honestly, probably the parts you took off by the time you sold them on eBay were probably more than your husband got for the car.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, dollars for it's divide and conquer. You always get more if you break into pieces.
No. When we had my 97 Chevy was done, and we were going to get rid of junk it, and Jim went through, looked at the highest priced parts that sold on eBay and just pulled them off and sold them. And one of the things was it was an extended cab, and on the back seat they got like those pop out windows. We sold those windows. I think they were $100
$100 a snap. So we got $200 each for the windows. And I mean, at the junkyard, they're at that point, because scrap was down, they were only paying $100 for the whole vehicle. So we got $200 for the glass.
Yeah, and that doesn't include all the dash parts or dash we took off and the little.
Yeah, they have a real high failure rate on their windshield wiper motors, so I sold that. I mean, I searched the car, I searched the vehicle, and I just sold price highest first and went right down the list. I wrote down what the stuff went for, and that's why I went out there with a legal pad, and that's why I took off the car. If it was stuff that didn't sell for nothing, I just left it on it and went with it to the junkyard.
Yeah.
But really, when it goes in there and they weigh it, I mean, they don't know. They're pissed when they get into it. They're like, "Hey, wait, there's no good parts on this car." But when they weigh it, I mean, they really don't look at it. They just assume the stuff's gonna be in there. I will say this though, specifically, most town ordinances against junkyards or having too many cars in your yard. One of the things they say is you're not supposed to dismantle vehicles on your property. That's usually that you have to have a special variance or zoning for that. For dismantling vehicles. So don't do it right on your apron and let all the neighbors see you doing it.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of saddles and everything in that auction as well that I showed you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, is that where the tail switches are at too then?
Yeah, it's all in that same auction. There's a bunch of horse tack and everything in there.
Yeah, the tractor's cool. I like the tractor.
My old Ford pickup truck, when that one went to shit, I sold like the dash pad for like $70 and the instrument panel for, I don't even remember, like $50 or $60. And I made a ton of money off that. We bought the truck for $1,000, drove it for like 3 years, and then it died. And yeah, I mean, the thing just kept on giving.
Yep.
And it's still there. It's got good parts on it. Gary's just got to take them off, but
Yeah, but the thing is, be careful. Like I said, go do a list of what's sold, and you'll be able to spot stuff that it just ain't worth taking off. Just send it to the junk. It's not worth your effort.
Yeah.
It was a high mileage truck, so the engine of the tranny with high mileage just wasn't bringing enough to make it worth, having someone come here and get it.
Yeah, I love car parts.
I'd buy if you're bidding on it, I'd bid on those riding clothes that are in that closet if they're cheap. They got like an Ariat and Debonair and some other brands and stuff. But if you could get it right, I mean, I'd sure bid on that. I mean, I usually do pretty good selling that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I saw those. I wasn't sure. It's only at $13 right now.
Yeah, I would
Ariat's
do
a
it.
no-brainer. Anything
Ariat's a
Ariat's good.
no-brainer, yeah. Even like the Bailey show hats and the custom cases, if they were cheap, I'd buy them. Now, Bailey's hats, I think they're only about $30-$35. But I mean, with the custom case and everything, I mean, you could probably get maybe with the case and everything, you might be able to get like $60-$65 for them.
Oh my God, Sir Edmund Hillary's tent. That cracks me up.
Well, yeah, may shut her down.
Can.
Well, now we got to take all the scores. It's going to take 2 hours to debrief.
I'd like to go in there and rest my eyes for a little bit.
Extrapolate all the scores, see who won. Do like an hour show on how it went. Hour-long recap.
Yeah.
Oh boy. It could be a 4 hours.
Oh boy, you're funny. All right.
It's like after the Super Bowl, you know, they talk about the Super Bowl for another 2 hours after it's over.
Presidential election where we hash it over everything that was said the whole 12 hours.
People be crying with the loser and cheering with the winner.
Thank you, Stephen. You too. Have a nice night.
Thank you. See you guys later. Thank you for coming.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Go to sleep.
See you on Monday.
It's
We're
over.
gonna try it again tomorrow. No.
Tomorrow's 24 hours.
Yeah.
Local online auction, Megan, is where those are at.
Why are you putting that